I just give you a little fact here? Someone's emailed in for you, Karl. They've sent an interesting fact for you. I think you're going to be interested in this. Don't read it on the email. Let me read it for you. I think you'll be excited. An interesting fact from Karl. That's from Toby. He says, Attila the Hun punished some fella who annoyed him by cutting off his arms and legs. You'll love this. And stitching his arms back where his legs should be. And vice versa. Look at his face. Look at a little smile that's just cracked on his lips. That is the kind of fact you've been waiting for all day, isn't it?
So go on, again, so...
Attila the Hun, right? Some guy didn't like. He cut off his arms and his legs, and he stitched his legs on where his arms should be, and his arms where his legs should be. Look at him looking at his body, trying to picture it.
Yeah. I'll let it sink in for a little while, then I'll ruin it for him. Karl, what are you thinking?
I'm just picturing it.
Right, he would have died. It would have been tokenistic. There's no way that person could have lived through it. So it was just for Attila the Hun's fun. He probably put him on a stick outside his gate or something. There's no way in those days that he could have gone through complete limb amputation and...
So would he have wore a jumper for pants?
A lot of the jokes...
I'm already questioning his critical faculties.
Yeah, exactly. And basically said that we didn't contribute much, or seemingly didn't seem to contribute much, and we couldn't sort of like ad lib or anything. We just laughed at, particularly me, laughed at Karl Pilkington, who was coming up with some, quite funny stuff.
Yeah.
Right? But then he does a twist on it. He goes, but the thing is, we're the puppet masters. He's a created person. We've created the persona Karl Pilkington for our own amusement.
Right.
He bases this on simply that we talked about... What was it we talked about? The Chinese not aging well, and
right.
He heard him talk about that on my DVD. But clearly I say, Karl, remember when you were talking about that? It's a news, or remember in the week, and so he thinks it's all scripted now. Imagine if this show was scripted.
I'd be ashamed.
Yeah.
If this show was scripted, I would send back the BAFTAs for the actual shows we've written, and I would say...
I'm having a go at Chris Campling. He's nice about our other work. He likes The Office, and he likes my stand-up and everything, and he likes the show, but he's saying... Because we're not spontaneous, we scripted this and invented Karl. So he's like, we've invented another Gareth.
If we had created Karl, I would not have squandered a character that good on this poxy radio station.
Absolutely. Also, does he know that we spend about 3 months on half an hour script? So how long does 2 hours of drivel? But the main thing is, as if this could be scripted, it's dreadful.
It's shocking.
Or maybe this is scripted.
Hang on, you've lost me there. Let me just check the script.
Maybe Chris Campling does not exist. Maybe I've made him up.
I don't know what to believe.
See, the name doesn't wash with me.
What was his name?
Chris Campling.
Sounds odd.
That's something that I made up, isn't it?
Campling's almost like a joke. It's almost like a gay name, isn't it? Oh, he's a Campling.
So I think this is scripted.
Yeah.
I think I've probably made this whole link up, and Karl is a creation. Campling, that's not a real name. No. I made it up. I should have come up with something better. Yeah. Sorry. Forever Lost. The magic numbers, and the magic number is 104.9. XFM. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Right, 2 more shows. So we're off air for don't know how long.
Is that 2 more including this one?
Yeah, no.
2 more after.
Yeah, no. It's this is one, and then there's another one.
Right, 2 more.
And that's
shows.
the last one. There's 2 more shows. Yeah,
including this one.
Well, starting now. If I'd have said this at the end, it might have been ambiguous. But I've said it at the beginning. There's 2 hours. That's a whole show. Right. So there's 2 more shows.
2 more shows, including this one.
Yes, well, obviously.
So 1 more show. After
it's only 1:05.
After this show, 1 more.
Yeah, one more. Yeah.
Next week there's 1 more show. That means 2 altogether.
Oh no, it's only 1 more show. Good night.
Okay.
Now, it better be a good one, Karl. Have we got Rockbusters?
Yeah.
To win those prizes? Check. Have we got Monkey News?
Check.
Is it a real Monkey News, or is it something that's slightly made up that you... What?
Always is. Check.
Okay. Knob News?
Yeah, we've got a bit of knob news, yeah.
I'm worried that knob news, because it's only about penises, is a little bit sexist. Have we got any fanny facts? Can we sort that out for next week? I don't want to alienate our female audience.
Welcome to Minge London. Good, I'm glad that's that. Well, brilliant. We've got a song with a story?
Yeah, doing that.
What is it?
I don't want to sort of tell you what it is yet, because the song isn't that great. Do you know what I mean?
Good.
It's not a song that's like an XFM song, but every time I hear it on, say, like Magic or whatever,
yeah,
I have an argument.
105.4.
Yeah, I have an argument with Suzanne that, you know, what I think it's about, and she says, don't be stupid, it's not about that, and I'll say, no, it is.
And so we're going to decide who's right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what song you're talking about, and I don't know what the argument is, but Suzanne's right.
Definitely.
No doubt about it.
Yeah. We'll have a listen, but I'm hoping that once people sort of listen to it again with my thoughts, every time
Well, this song sums up what people should think of you. It's don't believe a word. All right? That's the sort of links I'm capable of.
If that doesn't bag us as Sony, then nothing will.
But what are the rules on world records and that?
I don't know if there are rules. There are certain things you can't... I mean, it's the Guinness Book of Records, isn't it, really, that's the arbiter, isn't it?
Yeah, but is there anything, if you said you wanted to do it, would they say, well, you can't do that?
Yeah, they've stopped some gluttony records, obviously things that are in danger. It's anything that's illegal. Yeah, anything that's immoral.
Yeah, like that American serial killer that just got discovered.
Yeah.
Having killed 47 women. I don't think he can make that into the Guinness Book of Records.
No, because people would be trying to beat it, won't they?
But there was some other story about a fella eating watches and that. That can't be good for you. So why don't they say, look, don't do that, do something else?
He wanted to stay regular.
Do you know
What do you mean?
though? I just wondered.
What do you mean he was
any...
eating watches?
He just said he was eating watches. He got about 3 in about a minute.
How could he time it?
Do you know what I mean, though? And then the other thing is the one that I was reading, the world record with the fellow who's pulling a train with his teeth. Does that make any difference that he's done it with his teeth?
What do you mean?
Well, what difference does it make?
Well, isn't it? It's quite hard to pull a train with your teeth, I imagine.
Well, it's pretty hard to pull a train. All I'm saying is it because he couldn't beat the fella who's pulling it with his hands?
Well,
so you tweak
this
it a
is
bit?
my point. I think there was one bloke with a record for the running backwards 100 metres was sort of like 11 and a half seconds. And I was thinking, turn around, you'd probably have a really good go at that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's sort of like doing a marathon with a milk bottle on your head. Take the milk bottle off and see how fast you can go, you twat.
But you can just tweak it, like the fella who has done the pegs on the face, right?
Yeah.
His name's Gary Stretch Turner, right?
Right.
So he's sort of cheating already if he's got a stretchy head, right? but
You are, right, you are one of the most stupid humans I've ever met.
well, get me in the book. Yeah. Right? Well, listen. So Gary Stretch Turner, right? His record is 153 pegs.
Yeah.
He did it again, and he only got 150 on. So he hasn't broke his own record.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, if he tweaked it a bit more, would that make a new record?
What?
Well, if he said, I've got 150 pegs on, but at the same time as eating a burger.
I see what you mean, yeah. He'd be the world record breaker for pegs and eating burgers at the same time.
Yeah, just change it a bit. If you know you're not going to make it, just do something else.
I'm assuming the rules are set at the beginning, Carl. That's
Yeah.
it. That's where they say, right, you're just going to do the pegs thing. You're not going to introduce burgers halfway through, are you? Definitely not. And then they have a go.
Rockbusters.
Rockbusters, but tell the prizes, Steve.
Yeah,
Tell
we
them
have got
Christmas
some,
gift. This is Christmas gifts.
I don't know if you'll receive them in time to actually pass them off as gifts.
I wonder
to
if
your
I
friends
can
and
tell
family.
that Ross Noble story that he told us.
I don't know. We'll have to discuss that when the record's playing.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so you heard a track from it just then. This is the XFM Christmas album. I think that's been knocking around here in the office for years, hasn't it, Carl? Or is it new this year?
It was brought out about 2 years ago,
Okay.
but the Christmas songs are
Christmas songs,
timeless,
songs.
aren't
Yeah,
they?
it's not bad. It's got bands on there like the Dandy Warhols, the Webb Brothers are on there, Drugstore, Bell and Sebastian, Flaming Lips, all sorts. So we've got that to give away. We've also got this Smashing Pumpkins compilation, which we seem, again, that seems to be knocking around for weeks. Another one of those 50 years of the greatest hit singles. I don't know, Culture Club's on there, Queen,
I've
obviously,
just
Lennon.
seen the cult film.
Yeah, the cult film will come back to you shortly. This, I think, is one of the most exciting gifts. If you have a video player and you want to get trimmed, then surely Big Brother 3 champion Kate Lawler and her cardio combat video, in which I think she uses kind of, I don't know, military kickboxing training to get you trim and taut and looking as good as her. Then you can get that as well. We've also got a exclusive 7-inch single from the White Stripes, a kind of Christmas single. Is that from them?
Yeah.
That must be quite rare. That's probably the only thing worth
That is
hanging
rare.
on to.
That is worth something.
And
Hazelnut.
the current Badly Drawn Boy album, Have You Fed the Fish, which I think is slightly mediocre.
They've gone up, actually. I think that the level of prices there has gone up.
Not a bad selection, but here is the big movie. And actually, I have to say, this is not a bad one.
No, it's not. Again, it's not terrible at all.
It could be worse. It's James Caan in the original Rollerball, not the disastrous remake that came out recently, but the DVD version of Rollerball. So that's there as well. So something fairly interesting.
That's worth winning. Right, come on then. Let's do Rockbuster.
Well, will we play a song to give people time to get a pen and paper and that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're doing it next.
Yeah. Vines was Jackson on XFM 104.9, and Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant, and Karl Pilkington, the man of the moment, with his Rockbusters coming your way with all those great prizes.
Yeah. Right, we're doing it now?
Yes, sir.
I noticed Heat magazine sort of put a bit of a spanner in the works.
Why?
Because they were saying, maybe it'll be a Christmas edition of Rockbusters. And I'd already sorted them out.
I wouldn't worry, Karl.
Well, what I've done, I've cleverly tweaked them to make them Christmassy. So the Christmas bit in it has got nothing to do with it whatsoever, but I just thought...
So you mean the clues have a Christmas element?
Well, yeah.
But it's nothing to do with the answer.
It's nothing to do with the answer. Right.
So why don't you just ask the normal ones and I'll ring a bell. I'll shake some bells.
Well, it's the equivalent of that, but in sort of speech. Right.
Brilliant.
So the first one, there's a load of letters there asking for advice. Put them on Claire's desk. Oh, and have a good Christmas.
Give it to us again.
Oh, God.
Right, so there's a load of letters asking for advice. Put them on Claire's desk. Oh, and have a good Christmas.
Right, but bear in mind, people, that the Christmas element may not be relevant to
No,
these
that's got
clues.
nothing to do with it. I don't want to,
Okay.
And the initial there is F, right? That's F.
All right.
Right, the
Next
second one. Ask your mum if you should, after you've wrapped the presents. Right, so
Ask your man if you should.
ask your mum if you should, after you've wrapped the presents. That's S.
Yes.
S.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
And the last one, a couple of people were arguing in the supermarket at the fruit and veg counter, but it's busy in there because it's Christmas. That's probably what brought it on. So that's B. Right? B.
Oh, God.
So they're the three. I'll just recap.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I have no idea.
so
I
the
can't
first
even.
one.
I don't know what to start thinking.
Right, there's a load of letters there asking for advice. Put them on Claire's desk.
Have a good Christmas.
Have a good Christmas. Second one, ask your mum if you should.
After you're at the prison.
S. And the last one, a couple of people were arguing in the supermarket at the fruit and veg counter.
But it's busy in there because it's Christmas.
Busy because it's Christmas. That's a B. So they're the three things.
It's email only, this one. Please remember that. ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Carl looks happy with them. He looks
he's
really
very
happy
pleased,
with
and
them.
rightly so. They're cracking.
They're good.
Yeah,
They're good.
Pleased with those.
So,
All right. Is there going to be more Rockbusters in the new year? We're not sure.
I'm still thinking about new ideas that we can do.
Okay.
Are we starting Ridiculous today? Have you done
Couldn't be
anything?
bothered.
Couldn't be
Right,
bothered.
couldn't be hard.
Look
Right.
forward to Ricky Dickless. in the new
He's
year.
worried about. He nearly said asked, and he just stopped because he's worried because he's the producer.
Yeah, well, I've got to set a standard.
Oh dear.
Carl, you have, mate. You have.
So that's that. We've still got to come.
I'll tell you what. Why don't we have a lovely tune?
Yeah.
Right, you make the tea. We're opening these biscuits from Alexandra.
Yeah.
We'll be enjoying that. Right, maybe segue so we can have a nice little, rest. I don't want to talk through it; it'd be rude. And then we're coming back, and as part of like Pilkington, Parkinson, and Do We Need Them? Do We Need Them?
Yeah.
Karl has interviewed an expert on jellyfish.
Brilliant. So we've got that. Plus, of course, we've got a two-part Educating Ricky.
You've got Educating Ricky still to come.
With a Christmas theme or not?
And we've still got
No.
things like the Pogues, John Lennon, Joni Mitchell, just David Bowie.
Are you suggesting there's going to be some great music and some
Great
fun
music and
chat?
some fun chat.
Lovely.
Let's do a classic. Let's do a big stomp in one of the best Christmas songs of all time, shall we?
What are you thinking?
Fairy Tale in New York.
Excellent.
Fairy Tale in New York.
Oh, it's always amazing.
Pogues featuring Kirsty McCall on XFM 104.9, the Christmas edition.
Indeed.
David Bowie, everyone says hi. It's quite a melancholy feeling about today's show, isn't it, that Christmas?
I think there's often...
Karl with his Victoria Plum. I want to see a Victoria Plum. I want to know what it is. Does it look like a little gnome?
It's a woman gnome.
A female gnome?
Yeah.
A little gnome. Did your mum collect gnomes?
She likes anything gnomes. She likes fairies. She likes Indians. She collects all that stuff. Yeah, and it doesn't matter what it is.
What do you mean?
You know, like a proper Indian with all the headgear on.
Or a Native American.
She likes anything with them on. Like, you know, it can be a fridge magnet. It can be just anything.
A lot of Native American wisdom is around the fridge magnet because they think it has special powers of adhesion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, you read some of their writings, the great works.
Snowbird from Mark Eitzel, part of his covers album.
He's so happy that the XFM listeners understand his stupid clues, and he knows it annoys me.
We've got some right answers.
We'll be
for
giving out the
Blockbusters.
answers just quickly, just in case someone sort of missed one of them. I'll just quickly do them, yeah?
Yeah, go on.
First one, there's a load
Short
of letters.
show.
There's a load of letters there asking for advice. Put them on Claire's desk.
Oh, and Merry Christmas.
Ask your mum if you should.
Oh, and Merry Christmas.
And a couple of people were arguing in the supermarket.
It was
at the fruit
Christmas,
and
that's
veg
why.
counter. And that's B.
Okay, we'll give those answers out shortly.
Yeah.
I just have to show you something, Rick, before we move on. I know we've got another Educating Ricky, but someone just sent this in.
Yeah.
They've been looking on eBay for Victoria Plum.
You're joking?
Come here and see the photograph.
Oh, God, that's fantastic.
Have a look. That's it.
Oh, God, he got that for his mum.
It's the worst piece of tat I've ever seen.
Carl! Carl. Imagine how... Oh,
Gutted.
Carl. Imagine how... Look, think of him now, right?
There it is.
That's the worst thing I've ever seen. I'll tell you, it looks like a Diddy man gone wrong.
It's
it looks like a
extraordinary.
Diddy man prostitute. That is...
Is that the one, Carl? Is that...
Well, it was a different colour. It had a yellow at mine.
No, but look, how do they get... Tell them they
Okay, so,
go into eBay.
So you need to log on to ebay.co.uk. I'm sure you've used it before. It's the online marketplace, ebay.co.uk. And if you type in Victoria Plum, I'm assuming that you can track this down.
That's amazing.
It's the worst piece of rubbish
just
I've ever
think
seen.
how cute he was as a kid, though, doing that. Just think of him, just going... just seeing that and thinking, oh, she likes gnomes! It's the worst thing I've ever seen!
I mean, to be fair, I don't know what her prize collection of gnomes looks like, but I can't imagine they're much better than that. I mean, gnomes are a fairly grotesque thing. But certainly your mum's taste and discretion is...
Did you have those houses on your estate? You'd go in there and it was just loads of those dolls still in their packaging all around the room. And sort of like one of those homes that keeps the sort of packaging on the three-piece suite.
Why don't you buy another one for her for Christmas?
Yeah.
It's $3.99. It looks, but that's £2.49 because that was $399.
Well,
Oh, buy it, Carl.
so I've got her.
I was talking to someone as well recently who utterly convinced, and you get this quite a lot, don't you, especially Americans, that Elvis Presley's still alive.
Yeah.
And I think, wasn't there some statistic, like more people believed Elvis was alive than believed evolution? Was that right?
Yes.
Something like that?
No. No, it's something worse than that. It could be something.
It was something like that. It's something like, I don't know, it's something like 42% of Americans believe that Elvis Presley has faked his own death and is still alive, right?
Yeah.
And there's this whole book that's been written about it, because, Carl, you might be interested in this. I know you're always fascinated by things that have been written down and therefore a gospel.
Yeah.
And
that you don't have to revise yourself. You just learn off Ian Wright. Yeah.
But apparently, the reason that Elvis is still alive, is that there's a number of, sort of, pieces of evidence. One is that none of his family could agree which colour pyjamas he was wearing when he died. That's evidence, apparently. Apparently, you know, he was an honorary member of the FBI. Well, apparently his signature appears on FBI documents well into the 80s, long after he should have died. Apparently no one can agree. There was sums of money that only...
Yeah, a lot of fat people in dungarees have seen him.
Yeah. There's a number of sums of money which apparently only he could have given authority to have transferred to other bank accounts. They've moved. Yeah. So this is all evidence that Elvis is still alive. And a lot of people, I was talking to this guy and he was saying, yeah, well, of course, the thing is, the pressures of fame were too much for him. That he faked his own death so that he no longer had to be this huge icon. You know, he could live an ordinary life. And my query has always been this. If Elvis faked his own death, do you think the method he'd have chosen is to have shat himself to death whilst on the toilet?
Yeah.
Yeah, but because he picked that, nobody will doubt it.
Right. So Elvis went to the FBI.
Yeah.
What do you make of it?
Well, exactly. So what we're saying, Carl, is that there was lots of methods open to him. You know what I mean? It's all like, he didn't go to his secret reason and go, oh, I'm fed up. I want to fake my own death. I mean, and they go, yeah, that.
Yeah, and what methods have you got?
I like to be found, shit myself down the toilet.
You like to do what?
I want to be a big, fat on the toilet, just shitting myself to death.
Right,
on my ankles.
Elvis is a good idea. I'm just wondering if there's maybe something a little bit more glamorous for your favourite death. I mean, you could take a bullet for the president.
Huh. What, shit all over him, just shit?
No, crap at all.
That'd be worse.
No, you just take a bullet for him, or you could.
There has to be shit involved.
Why has it got to be?
There has to be shit involved.
Why has it got to be crap?
I want this way. Oh, make it happen. Yeah, it's probably Karl, head in hand, look. Yeah. He's worried about the things we say.
Yeah.
Jeez.
We haven't offended 1.2 billion people.
Yeah, a fifth of the planet.
So, Karl, what do you make of it then? Are you convinced Elvis is still alive?
Am I getting him mixed up with someone else?
Because all Elvis, all Elvises look alike.
Because
that is true. A lot of Elvises do look alike. That's safe.
On his gravestone, didn't they get his name wrong, or is that his brother?
Who's his brother?
Aaron.
That's his middle name.
Yeah. You're not an Elvis kind of expert, are you?
Hold on, wasn't Elvis one of a twin that died?
That died, and I'm sure they got his name wrong on a grave or something. Oh, I don't know.
But that's consequently that's proof he's still alive.
No, the thing with the still alive thing, like I say, he picked that awkward death because nobody would be saying, hang on a minute, going round upsetting the family, wanting to talk about it because they'd be embarrassed to be saying, he was found sort of in a pile of mess. Weighing
25 stone.
Yeah. So...
Because you notice he also expanded to a huge size as well, so he was just a huge fat blob of a man. He also did that to add, extra...
To the glamour.
I don't quite understand these people who fake the deaths, because...
Well, a lot of them don't. A lot of them don't, Karl. This is what, in a roundabout way, we're saying. We're saying that a lot of people that say people fake that they didn't, like Bruce Lee and James Dean and Elvis Presley, we're saying they didn't fake their deaths.
He did die, didn't he? His head come off, didn't he?
Thank God.
Who's this?
James Dean?
His head came off.
This Thursday at the Grosvenor House Hotel. Yeah. Everyone in Radio's Anyone has entered their show in different categories saying, they get it down to...
Winners this year included the brilliant Dominic Mohan, former showbiz editor of The Sun.
Lots of people won. Lots of people won. Lots of people won gold. Lots of people won silver. Lots of people won bronze. We didn't get a sausage.
Nothing.
This show was deemed not worthy of anything. I mean, not a look-in. The panel looked at it and said, well... No, definitely not.
Radio.
Didn't get a vote. See, that annoys me on so many levels. Let me tell you one, right? I've never complained about losing an award, okay, ever. Yeah, mainly in TV. I know we've won a lot, but we've been beaten by Peter Kay. Good luck to him. He's brilliant. Beaten by Phoenix Nights, the sitcom. A lot of people like that more than the Oscars, vice versa, right? No qualms. But the shoddy shite that I heard that night beating us, I was furious. I don't understand. There's people, regional, it sounds like hospital radio, right? I shouldn't even be on XFM. I thought, it's beneath me.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, give them a hand, right? Let's show them. And I want to know who the panel was as well. I do not believe it. How can they I was looking back over some of the shows, right, before I get Karl, and I've just done a little excerpt of, a trailer of what we do, what we're about, and I don't know how the panel could overlook this. Play a bit, Karl, please. Shaking her muff, minge and tits around does not make her a hoe, then what does?
These kids at school with big heads.
Karl, what are you talking about?
Shut... Oh, my name is Holy Fuck.
Right, there's this monkey that was on a train station.
Right.
What if you mean cock to mean penis?
It was me Down syndrome son.
Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news.
So we've still got monkey news coming up.
You're an idiot! You know what I mean?
That's, to me, quality broadcasting.
I don't know how they can say that isn't worthy.
That's what we sent in to the Sony people. They listened to that. How they didn't think that was dynamite stuff. It doesn't make sense. Actually, I've been thinking about this since Thursday, because I've been a little bit down in the dumps.
Yeah.
What I think it is that with the TV show, the TV stuff we've done, Rick, we put a lot of work into that. Yeah. We get the script, we spend a lot of time on it. What this show is about, it's very much about spontaneity, it's about our personalities, and I don't think we're ever going to win an award for our personalities. I think that's where we're going wrong.
Do you know what I think? I think that when we're together, with the auteurs of The Office and, and we're strong on it, and we're just two, we write it, we direct it, we cast it, we even worry about the font and stuff on the, we do everything. There's a weak link in our midst, I think.
On the radio show?
Yeah.
Right, well, I'm just trying to think what the common factor is, because on the award-winning TV show, Bliss You and I...
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I'll tell you what, can we play a record and let me think about this, because there must be something...
There's got to be a factor.
...that isn't in The Office that's in this, that means that The Office is award-winning, and this is a pile of shite.
It's interesting. I mean, I don't think our number one fan, Dickie Anderson, Richard Anders, was on the panel, although he here has emailed in. He's got a couple of thoughts as to maybe why we...
What is Dickers doing, man?
Dickers says, commiserations on not winning a Sony. I can't believe you didn't win, naturally. I mean, apart from your show's obvious lack of quality and effort, having a monkey for a producer, offering the biggest load of tat as competition prizes, saying hairy Chinese kid 48 times every show, Rockbusters, not bothering to turn up for weeks on end, only having 3 listeners, introducing the comedy characters Camp David, Harry Fook, which I think he spelt wrong there, Stephen Merchant. I'm not a character. Apart from insulting every race, religion and sexual orientation, bickering like schoolgirls...
We haven't done everyone yet. We have not insulted everyone yet. There's loads to go.
Despite the fact you generally bring misery into the lives of anyone who listens, I thought you were surefire winners. Better luck next year.
Well...
I mean, a couple of constructive, criticisms there, but generally, I still can't nail it.
Was he on the panel?
Well, I don't think so. Well, he's a fan, so...
Yeah. Well, no, he's clearly a fan. I mean, he obviously loves the show. Because he has hit the nail on the head.
Oh.
Which...
Yeah.
But, what should we do? Should we give up or should we try harder? That's always my dilemma in life.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, I've always gone for the first one.
Give up?
Yeah, why bother?
Yeah.
If they can't see, just give us the award.
Yeah.
And then worry about it later and we won't let them down.
Yeah.
Now they've got blood on their hands. We're gonna...
Yeah.
What should we do? Give a couple of months notice?
I think so.
Okay, well, there you go.
I mean, seriously, I think...
I'm being serious. I'm not being wacky now. We haven't told Andrew, but...
I think we've won our course with this show.
Yeah. So let's... Okay, we'll give it a month, and it's because the Sonys didn't give us anything. Play a record.
Yeah.
There you go.
You got to do a bit longer than that.
No, we haven't. Got to give a month's notice.
No, you got to work till about September if you're gonna...
No, we haven't. No, we give a month's notice. Whatever they give the money back, something like that.
Well, you give your money back.
Yeah, I know. What are you going to spend your 80 quid on?
True.
Oh, yeah, right. It's years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Some
in olden days.
Oh, sure.
When ghosts roamed the earth.
Once upon a time, you mean?
Yeah.
Some doctor or something who was into, the way bodies work. They got their head cut off.
Who did? The doctor?
Yeah, he was doing a bit of an experiment.
And he cut his own head off?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was about, he said, when my head's in the basket, I'm going to blink my eyes.
Right. Okay, sorry, hang on, let him finish.
And,
so the doctor has chopped his own head off, and he's told everyone, I'm going to blink my eyes to prove that
he's in the basket, and he goes right, I'm going to blink my eyes about, as many times as I can. So quick, count them. And they count, and he got to 15 before he
Right.
died.
Now, this is how Karl told me that. Till Nick Frost explained that, Karl told me, he said, right, well, a bloke, right, he had his head cut off, and when his head was in the basket, he went, count how many times I can blink. And I went, well, that's rubbish. He went, no. And Nick went, well, no, he actually said, when my head's in the basket. And Karl went, all right. I said, Karl, do you know the subtle difference? Do you see the subtle difference?
I have to say, though, guys, I still don't really understand what went on there. You've both lost me.
The story is that a bloke who'd been found doing,
You mean that Karl just explained it and that was a clear version? Because I still don't know what you're talking about, Karl.
Well, this bloke had his head cut off at experiments against God. He was a doctor in in olden times.
Yeah.
And when they cut his head off...
Why did they cut his head off?
Because it was...
he was executed.
Crimes against... Exactly, he was executed, yeah. And he said to his assistant, when my head's in the basket, I'm going to blink, count how many times I blink and write it down as an experiment, right? Karl told it to me, his head was cut off and he went in the basket, and when his head was in the basket, he looked up and said, count how many times I blink. Yeah. I love that. I love the difference in that story.
Yeah.
Both rubbish, but, one's possible and one isn't.
You believe anything that you're told, except when we tell you the truth.
Right. Yeah. Will we ever get to a point where all this is too heavy for the world to handle?
Right, what error has he made there, Steve? What physical, scientific error has he made there with that question?
I can't begin to explain it.
Karl, we're not getting the rocks from other planets. It's already here. It's like having a big pile of books in a room and then moving them over to the other side of the room and build a thing going, oh, can the room take it? I'm building a lot of things out of these books.
What about plastic? Where's that come from?
Other chemicals that existed on the planet.
Yeah.
Did you see the point?
Hang on a minute, though. What about a little tree? You plant that as an acorn, it grows, Rick. That's bigger. That's more stuff.
Yeah.
Don't listen to him, Carl. He's patronising
What
you.
about acorns and that, though?
Right, they grow from minerals and proteins already in our atmosphere or in our, the mass of Earth.
What about a cat, Carl? Right, you get it, it's a very tiny kitten, but it grows up and it's bigger.
Carl, he's doing it on purpose.
Elephants.
They're very small to begin with, but they get bigger and bigger and bigger, and so they get heavier and heavier.
Mind you, dinosaurs have gone.
You know, but you... But you know famously that's how Atlantis disappeared. You know, you've heard of the legend of Atlantis. Have you heard of the legend of Atlantis?
I think so.
This was a city that existed, is proven, right? And what happened was they just kept buying stuff in mail order. They just kept ordering stuff, like the king and stuff. Just kept ordering stuff in mail order. He brought girls across,
carpets, a lot of carpets.
He kept buying TV set, big screen TVs and stuff like that. And eventually,
he bought up all the myrrh that the wise men didn't want.
Yeah, because he's from like olden times, and he just kept buying stuff, crazy. Like he was just a shopaholic, basically.
Mental it was.
And he was ludicrous. It was like, and in the end, it just sunk. It just sunk.
Too heavy.
And it just sunk.
Cheeky Freak of the Week.
Right, well, we've had some interesting things we've been looking at. This week, it's about the strangest couple that ever got married.
And we've had 2 sets of chimps, so it's stranger than that. Oh, it's not Dale Winton and Nell McAndrew, is it?
It's not your parents, is it?
Well, we're going back again to I think this is about 19...
Something like that.
1940.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Strangest couple, a fella, right? He had the skin of a lizard.
He had the skin of a lizard, okay.
And the woman who he
Which he
married...
used as a condom.
The woman who he married.
Yeah.
Airiest woman ever.
Right.
And that was their act. They used to tour the world, and they'd say, it's like, a couple who've met, they're having a great life. Let's get them out on stage, here they are. And they'd
What do you mean
out.
he had the skin of a lizard, first of all?
That's what it said. He had some sort of, some illness.
So he was called Lizard Man, and you like that because it was good description.
I thought that's good.
I'm here, hello, we've booked a table for 2. Who are you meeting? I'm meeting Lizard Man. Oh, he's over there.
Yeah.
You know he is, right?
Yeah.
I'm meeting the hairiest woman in the world. She's over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what did they do for their act?
Hey, bear in mind that we had some Siamese twins last week, and their act was having a bath.
yeah.
So I hope it's an improvement on that.
What did Lizard Man? He came out and ate some flies, did he?
I don't really know. I just think they stood there and that.
Yeah, when you read this and it goes the most interesting fact ever, Lizard Man, and you go, that's enough. That's enough.
Well,
I can extrapolate from that.
But straight away I start thinking. I'm thinking, right. I wonder if they got the wedding photos. And then, like you said, that they had a kid.
Oh, what would that be like? Half
Exactly,
lizard, half
that's
it'd be
what I was
like an
thinking.
ostrich, wouldn't it? It would sort of like.
That's what I was thinking.
What did you think it would come out like, the baby?
I didn't think what that looked like. I just was thinking, parents' evening. Do you know what I mean?
You wouldn't want them coming up to the school, would you?
So,
Well, that's the
little
problem.
Johnny, who starts off relatively normal, he's quite good at, he's good at nature,
Yeah.
isn't he? And his mum and dad come into the room and they'd be looking round, wouldn't they?
Well, it's always like that thing at school when, like, you find out your mate's mum and dad are really old.
Right,
Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
When you go, your gran and granddad bought you?
Yeah.
Your mum and dad.
Yeah.
And you go, oh.
It is weird.
What's that we're talking about? He calls him mum. What was that? Oh, sorry.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
no,
like-
that's always strange. But if you had Godzilla and King Kong as your parents,
Yeah.
and it was
they're
like you
always
say,
fighting.
They're always fighting, and like you say, you're in a school play or something, you wouldn't tell them, would you? You wouldn't want them coming up with a video camera.
He didn't tell his parents he was in the... When we were,
Well, exactly.
You did Little Donkey, you didn't tell your dad, did you? And he came along and videoed it.
Yeah.
Was
kept
that-
it quiet, don't want them to know anything.
But you didn't... What was it was meant to be playing? You had a little drum, didn't you?
Yeah, I was doing, I had a little drum. I think I was meant to be playing We Three Kings.
Yeah.
But, we started doing Little Donkey and I thought I can add a touch to this.
Sure, you improvise.
Started playing along
It was like
with
the first remix, wasn't it?
It went down well. Leads us nicely into...
Knob news.
Oh, it's the welcome return of Knob News.
Right, okay, it's very much like the news at 10, this, isn't it? I do a bong, or in this case a schlong, and he gives me the headlines, the knob news of the day. The big, where have you collected all this knob news? Was there a lot of knob news this week?
It was mental this week. The amount of stuff. The way it works, you give us the bong.
Yeah.
I'll give you the headline.
Okay.
Steve decides which stories we're going to talk about.
And now on XFM, knob news. Schlong.
Man grows knob on his arm.
Schlong.
Man gets doctors to make him a second knob.
Schlong.
Turkish prisoners made hole in cell wall to produce third inmate.
Schlong.
Doctors accidentally remove man's testicles.
So, well, can I straight away go for the accidental removal of the testicles?
Well, it's happened before, right? We've talked about that before.
How did what did he go in for a tonsillitis? What are they called? Tonsillectomy. And he went in the wrong way. What are you talking about? How can they accidentally remove his testicles?
It says, he didn't look at his folder, and the doctor said to the fella, "Oh, we've removed your testicles and we wanted to take out your prostate gland." So that's what happened. There's the story. This is what I mean. That's why I don't like going to the doctors.
Yes.
It happens, doesn't it? Because all these sort of it's when they say things like, "Oh, it's just we do loads of these operations." That's when they're not concentrating.
Brilliant.
Do you know what I mean? When they say it's procedure, that's like having a boring job that you do every day when you're not going to be concentrating. I prefer them to go, "This is a tricky one, this."
I know what you mean. I sort of do know what you mean.
You watch TV programmes about, like, you know, removing someone's second head or whatever, and there's like the best surgeons from all over the world.
It's televised. They can't make a mistake. They can't go, "We took his legs off by mistake."
Whereas the fella who's having a prostate's like, "Oh, do you want to do it? I'm sick of doing that."
Yeah.
And they're probably doing a crossword whilst writing it.
Of course they are. I've seen that actually in operating theatres. They're doing a crossword.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I was just examining some of the other knob news, Rick, a little bit more closely. Man gets doctors to make him a second penis. I'm sure we're all interested to know what happened there.
Yeah.
A German who persuaded doctors to give him a second penis has lost his wife after he showed her the result. Biker Michael Gruber lost his original penis in a motorbike accident, and doctors built him a second one using a mixture of skin, bone and other tissues.
Bone?
Apparently, the penis worked so well that he was even able to father a child with his wife Bianca. But Gruber was still not happy and asked doctors to repeat the operation and build him a better organ, to which they agreed. From his hospital bed, he said, "I've got 2 penises, but no wife. I'm hoping when I get rid of one of the penises, I'll get her back."
What do you mean? Sorry, he had 2 put on.
What side does he wear?
So he's had both. So he's had 3 then.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is probably the thing that happened with Hitler when he had 1 ball, but he had 3 at one point, didn't he? So he just get one in the other ball.
A couple of emails. Different people have visited various tourist attractions.
Oh yeah.
Let me see who's this from. Not quite sure. But thanks very much indeed for it. So, there's a link here. It's apparently in Devon. Barometer World.
Brilliant.
It's the world of barometers. It was established in 1979. And
by one bloke who had a lot and thought, I can charge a quid for this, definitely.
Here's the
out of his own house, probably converted back scuttle.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's not a euphemism for a sexual act.
But look at the webpage here, Rick. There's a picture of a beautiful barometer being held by a beautiful lady.
Lovely. Who's definitely his daughter.
Yes,
definitely. Come on, Kathy. Oh, that. Dad, no. Come on. Undo your top a little bit. Dad, definitely made to do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
that slight look of "I hope no one I know sees."
Yeah.
Just check out Barometer World.
Barometer World.
Yeah, that's available. If you want to check that out, www.barometerworld.com. That's
now,
all the
barometers. Do they work?
They're to do with checking. Is it the air pressure?
Well, everything. But I think that's what it's based on, isn't it? Sort of low and high pressure. So it's going to rain. It's not going to rain.
Yeah.
Or going to be windy. But I wonder how accurate they are.
I think in the days before satellite sort of weather surveillance systems, probably essential.
Yeah.
Nowadays,
as essential as hanging some seaweed out by the back door.
Probably.
I think it's probably similar. I think it's the same one as holding a needle and thread over a pregnant woman. If it goes clockwise, it'd be a boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing about a barometer is how how far into the future can it predict?
Exactly.
'Cause if
How do you
it's-
know?
If it's a case of you may as well stick your head out the window to see if it's raining.
Exactly. This barometer goes, oh, it's going to be windy and rainy. When? The barometer goes, soonish.
Yeah.
So I can't say, but it will, well, within the 7
I
days.
don't want to
of
be
the-
specific because you'll have me.
Yeah,
You'll
yeah. I don't. But I mean, I'm just a barometer. I'm not really a
I
weather
can't
person.
reanalyse the information.
Yeah, brilliant.
What's in there? What's happening in there? What chemicals are being affected? How does it work?
I
I've no
don't
idea.
know. I assume it's probably something.
Wait a minute, let me
that's-
email Barometer World. Now
What
I'm
could it
beginning
be?
to find it. It's quite interesting.
It could be mercury that's based on a sort of temperature. It goes up with. Oh no, but it's not temperature, is it, barometer? It's pressure. So it's probably just very fine. It's like a fine, very, very fine needle, isn't it?
This is almost as embarrassing as last time we were on. We couldn't figure out what the name of the leader of China was. Was it the King of China? The Prince of China?
Oh, this is when we were trying to imagine what it'd be like if all the Chinese people at once jumped up and down and made a big tidal
Enormous
wave.
tidal wave. But if you do know what the name of the leader of China is, we don't mean the name of the particular person in charge, but if it's a king of China, the emperor of China, the chancellor of China,
Well, it
the
used
prime
to be an
minister of
emperor,
China.
didn't it? No, that was Japan.
Yeah, this is it. I don't know what's the big guy in charge. Is he still the chairman? I know Chairman Mao was important. I think he was just the chairman. I think he just governed all the big meetings.
Yeah, I don't know.
He just kept the minutes.
Head Chinaman?
Hey, Chinaman, the major Chinaman, the top Chinaman. Number one Chinaman.
Do you know what? We're going to be honest here. We know so little about China.
It's true.
We know so little about China. 4.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington.
We've had quite a lot of emails, as ever, Rick. I should just say, because we're very
It's a
lazy.
much listened to show.
We're very lazy people, and we rarely reply or read out the emails. But we do.
I never read the emails.
Absolutely
so
never read
I
them.
rely, if I haven't replied to them, or my mail, Steve opens my mail and reads my emails. So if I haven't replied, it's just because he hasn't passed it on to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I haven't passed it on to you because I know you'll never reply.
Sure.
You know, I'm just cutting out that. But I just want to say thanks for the emails. We do read some of them, and we do appreciate the fact people send in jokes.
I appreciate it. I love it. Yeah,
But
as long as I don't have to do anything towards it.
Sure, we had an email from Jack. He just said he missed the last 2 weeks' shows. Has he missed anything?
Not really. No, it's the same stuff.
Same old
I think
rubbish.
last week Karl was having a go at Chinese people not aging well. He had a go at the gays, and he came up with a ludicrous story about a monkey that was impossible.
Yeah,
So I
exactly.
don't think Jack's missed much. Go on.
No. We've just had an email from the Pringles people.
Oh, right. Good, because it's finally started to happen. I hear these stories about people getting given cars and Armani suits and trips abroad, and we haven't had no. But finally, people are starting to, realise what we're doing, our impact on society,
Yeah.
and we've got a whole box of Pringles sent to us. Not on those little tubes, the proper tubes, the foot-long tubes.
Yeah.
So. And what have they said?
Well, the Pringles
They
guys
want
have
them
said,
back.
No. They've said they like the show, and if you want more Pringles, give them a call, and they'll send you
I
more
want
Pringles.
more Pringles.
Yeah.
I bloody love Pringles.
Yeah.
Pringles are. The thing about Pringles is, they're Moorish, right?
Yeah.
But how would I put it? You know the sort of thing when I open them.
Yeah.
And by that when I pop.
Right.
Yeah. I have to eat the. Well, okay. How can I put this? When I pop, I can't stop.
What do you mean? I don't.
Well, when I pop them open, I can't stop eating them.
Right.
Open.
When you pop, you can't stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's because of the chemicals. I think that might be the reason.
But they're good chemicals.
They're good chemicals. They're the best chemicals.
Pringle chemicals.
They're not bad chemicals. Like
Lovely.
you're using chemical
so
warfare.
yes, I want some more Pringles.
Yes,
what else
more,
do they
more
do?
Pringles. It's interesting, actually, you were saying that like other people, like Kylie, I imagine, would get given sort of maybe sexy underwear. You got Robbie Williams where he gets the Armani suits. You get sent the crisps. Which seems appropriate.
Yeah. Oh, but it's nice to be sent. Go on.
Talking of Pringles, on the Finchley Road tube station, early on my way in.
There's a lot of Pringles there, isn't there?
Well, I'll tell you a job I don't like.
What?
I wouldn't want to be doing. The woman, there's a little woman who sits in the little snack stall on Finchley Road station.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to describe it, really. She is surrounded by snacks. She can't move for snacks. It's
Does
like...
it look like American Beauty, but with different...
Not dissimilar to that.
Yeah.
It's a little hut on the station. And it's like, if you go to the seaside, you can put your head through one of those cardboard cutouts and it looks like you're a big fat person or whatever, and you can have your photo taken. It's like an equivalent of that, but it's just snacks everywhere. She's got bananas up to her chin. She's got chocolate coming down to her eyes, crisps either side of her. She can't move. She can't do 360 degrees. She's like packed in there. I don't know how she gets in there.
I think they put her in there first, and pour in the bananas.
Yeah.
And then they go pour in the nuts.
She has 2 hours of makeup before they
exactly, yeah.
dressing her in there. Because I'll ask for something from the fridge, and she cannot turn her head to see. She has to go by feel alone, just to feel the fridge and get stuff out and pass it. And often I'll say, that's not what I wanted, but she can. You've got to let her off. It's extraordinary.
Dear.
But there's no music playing.
Does she have to sell her way out of it?
Exactly.
If it's a slow day, she's stuck there till the next day.
Yeah, it's like a world-breaking attempt.
Yeah. Oh dear. That's Finchley Road. So if
if you're on Finchley Road or just want to pop down there, have a look at the Snack Woman, because it is. It's
how
always
does she
amusing.
get refills though?
I don't know how it works. I don't know how she goes to the toilet or eats. I don't know what she does.
Yeah.
But God bless her.
So that's one of the jobs you wouldn't
That's
have.
jobs I would not like.
I've always worried about working in one of those big photocopying places.
Sure.
Because it's just that constant taste of toner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's so dry, and I just imagine going to work with a hangover.
Yeah.
8 hours in that sort of
I think it's
environment.
those jobs where what's the best that can happen that day. Do you know what I mean? The photocopying shop. What's the best?
Well, they probably have interesting things, like people going and photocopying.
Porno mags.
Can I have 30 copies of my arse?
Right, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I couldn't make it to the staff party.
Yeah.
But I wonder if I could do... I've got something to tell you, actually. We teased Steve about not ever spending any money.
I'm careful with money. I'm not.
Yeah. Guess what? He's treating it like he's nurturing this, right? He keeps running off, right? In the edit, he's having a suit made, and he wants to be just right, because I reckon he's forking out quite a lot. He's having a suit made. Think of that, him.
Let me tell you this, though. I don't want you thinking that I'm getting all flash with my cash. It's very hard to buy off the peg when you're 6'7". So, it was a necessity. Karl, I don't want you thinking that this is the beginning of some new phase.
Well, is everything you buy sort of made to measure? Or?
No, I'm afraid if only I could afford it, mate. But, no, I'm off the peg generally, but...
So what, like properly done and that? Just...
Oh, yeah. It's the full thing. The full works. Got to keep going back for fittings. They got that little bit of chalk, the pins.
It's where I had mine made, how good I look all the time.
Did you have to have that thing done where they say, what side do you wear your member?
What side you dress? They don't say what side you wear your member. That would hardly be a euphemism, would it? So they say, what side you dress, sir? It means what side your little John Thomas leans, doesn't it, on rest, usually to the left, isn't it? Your little left testicles.
If I said to you now, what side do you wear? Hang on. Do you know?
It would be left. It would be the left. That's what I mean. If standing there, right, with nothing restricting it or holding it in or holding it up, right, it sort of leans, your one ball is sort of like slightly back and lower, isn't it? And your little John Thomas rests there, so it's left. And the reason they ask it is so they don't put the tape measure up on the left and squash your willy or touch your willy.
So it's nothing to do with, like, well, you'll need a bit more room of sort of more material on that side, or...
Well, no, I don't think they compensate. It's just when they when they stick that up into your groin, they don't want to come in contact with your little...
The thing is, I don't know what side I wear stuff on. I just sort of pull my pants up and another bit. This was the best one, right?
Grab it!
Right, there's this fella, and he was on his bike, right, cycling to work or whatever, and he sort of sees this thing in the corner of his eye. Right.
Literally in the corner of his eye? Or you mean he
just said he saw
in his peripheral vision? Okay, yeah.
Thought, what's that?
Yeah.
So he thought, oh, doesn't matter, whatever. And he stops off at a cafe, right? Get a little scone, a tea or whatever. And he goes in there and he's sat down, and the waiter comes over. He says, yeah, what do you want? He said, I'll have a scone and a tea. He goes, all right then. So he goes to get it, comes back. As he puts the tea and the scone down, his face is like, what is that, right? Like a look of frightenedness on his face, right? Drops the tea and legs it. So the fella's going, what? So he legs it after the bloke and goes, what? And he says, oh, something came out of your nose. That was massive.
Sorry, something came out
Listen,
of the guy
this is all
serving.
true because people would have watched it, so don't start saying it
Sorry,
didn't
but hang on, I
happen.
just need to clarify. The guy
I
on the
don't.
bike...
I don't believe he ran away.
Wait a
I
minute.
don't believe he legged it. I don't believe he had a look of frightenedness on his face, and I don't believe he said something massive came out your nose. And I don't even believe he had a cup of tea and a scone. These are the things that I think are embellished.
But who had something coming out of his nose? Was it the guy serving the scone?
The one who was on the bike who ordered the scone.
Yeah, but what
It
was
came
it?
out of his nose.
What was it? Came out of his nose.
Right. So he goes home and he thinks, I've got to sort this out because it's not good and that. So he
But what? No, it was out of his nose. So I mean, it poked out of his nose. It didn't come out.
It just said hello and then it...
It was like the maggot in the head.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
just
it just-
popped his head out, had a look around and went back in.
Why
Like,
did the bloke drop the tea and run?
well, it's weird, isn't it?
All right, so he goes home.
He goes home and he goes, oh, God, you know. So he sits in front of the mirror and he's sat there waiting. This thing comes out. Again, sort of looks round, goes back in again. So he goes, oh,
No scones.
right.
No, it's...
So he goes, I've got to sort this out. He goes to the doctor's, says to the doctor, I've got something up my nose. It just keeps coming out and having a look round, going back in.
Didn't say
So
that.
the doctor's like, oh, I haven't heard of that before, right?
Didn't say that.
So sat there. He does it again. The doctor looks, frightened again.
Runs away.
Yeah.
He
He's got a look of frightenedness on his face.
he had a look of medical frightenedness. He dropped his stethoscope and legged it.
No, he said, I know what it was. So what? So you got a leech up your nose. He had a leech about that long.
What's radio?
Well, how long's that?
4 inches.
4 inches coming out of his nose. Next time it stuck its head out, he grabbed it, pulled it out. That's horrible, though, isn't it? Isn't it?
Can I just remind people, just let people know, when Karl was saying it was about that long and Ricky said 4 inches, he was using his fingers.
Oh yeah, he didn't have his
Something else
The
there.
fella out. No.
So he had a leech up his nose. How did he get a leech up his nose?
I don't know, again, I'm not that bothered about that bit. It's just- all the footage and stuff.
Oh, play a record.
Brilliant programme. Here's one that I read in the week, right?
Go on.
About this woman.
Yeah.
She was a bit of a punk. And to get her hair done like she wanted it.
Super glue.
Right, no. She got lard. Apparently it's a popular thing, you might know. Put lard on your head.
Yeah.
And you put it in the oven.
Oh.
Now, apparently the heat that you get from the oven is different from the sort of heat you get from an hairdryer. Right? And she had to do that to get the style that she wanted. But anyway, she comes into money or whatever, treats herself to a microwave. Right?
It's not true.
Opens the door, jams the things, like the little catch. So the microwave works. She jams it with a screwdriver or a knife or something.
Yeah.
Puts the microwave on, sticks her head in, boils her brain.
Don't be ridiculous.
Right? Well, why is that ridiculous?
Boils her brain.
She boiled her brain.
She boiled her brain.
And this is what's good about the internet. I went straight from that, and there was a subject about brains. And do you know that Russell Crowe, when he dies, he's given his brain to charity or something, some sort of some people who can do stuff with it.
She gave hers to Pot Noodle.
Vesta.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's the
boiling
sort of
a
stuff.
skull.
Yeah.
It's not true.
It's not true, Karl. Just urban myths. Someone made it up.
Yeah.
For a laugh.
They're just too convenient urban myths. Everyone said you can tell an urban myth's not true because it's always this happened to a mate of mine, and when you say what happened then, they go, don't know, that was it. Was it? Was that it? Was it? Someone boiled a brain and that was it. There was no more story.
Well,
Were there any dates, locations, times?
I think it was in Belgium.
There's that one. There's that one that a bloke, right, was going to get a phone call at 4:00 to find out if his business was, okay, right? And if he didn't get the phone call, he knew he was broke, destitute. So dead on 4:00, the phone didn't ring. So he went up to the roof, his office, and he jumped off to commit suicide. And as he was passing his window, the phone was ringing.
Oh, no.
Karl, it didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
Think it through.
Think it through. Who told that story? Who told that story? As he hit the pavement at 120 miles an hour.
He's the only person who could have known that series of incidents
Also, why didn't
And
he
he's
wait?
dead.
As his life's at stake, why didn't he wait till 5 past? I said I'm going to give it 5 minutes just in
Just in
case.
case the lines are busy.
Yeah. And what sort of bloke goes, I'll call you at 4, okay, if you're busy. Well, call me anyway. No. If I don't call exactly 4, then, no, you commit suicide. Commit suicide. I would, because if I don't call at 4, that's the end of it. Well, call me anyway. No, that's not the way I work. Why can't you just call me and tell me the other way? Well, I'm telling you how I would do it. If you're bust, I don't call. Can't you just call to verify in case something goes wrong? What if it's engaged? If you want to be engaged, just commit suicide at 4, please.
Here's an email from Scott Coomer. He says, Karl is actually right. I've got an A-level in statistics and probability. It doesn't matter how long they have and how many monkeys you have. You cannot guarantee they would type the complete works of Shakespeare. Infinity makes it probable they would get it right, but not definite.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was saying.
No, you weren't saying, Karl. You don't understand it. Infinity sort of sorts it out. That if they do anything, they nearly do everything, won't they?
No, I mean, they'll give it a good shot. Right?
No, that's not the point. But the
I'd
point
be
is
surprised if they did one page right.
Right, listen. It's not to do with consciousness. It's not to do with them aiming.
They are just bashing away at the keyboard.
It's like they're used to show that there isn't consciousness. They chose the chimpanzee because it can type, presumably, hit the keyboard.
It's because they hadn't come across you at the time.
Yeah. It's to take out thought out of it. It's to take out reason and trying, right? It's just random. They're saying that if you typed enough things, if the computer was left typing everything, if you left it for an infinite amount of time, and they chose Shakespeare because there is meaning behind it, and it's difficult to get it exactly right, to show you that Infinity would come up with it's not just Shakespeare, it's every novel. It's everything.
Fairly eloquent there from Gervais. A quick riposte, please, from Karl Pilkington.
No, I'm just saying, what I don't understand, if it hasn't read it, then how does it know where it's going?
Listen, right, listen, right,
Can I just
explain to people, right? Some people have said, why are you cruel to Karl? He drives me mental with things like that. What do you mean, well?
Let me just take a breather.
How do I do your editing?
He keeps coming in the week. You know that I work here properly, in the week, don't I? Yeah. I've got a proper job, yeah?
Yeah.
Should be 9 to 5, but I normally get in at about 8 o'clock and work
A lot
till
of people
about
getting
8.
8 o'clock.
Working hard, trying to do my job. 3 times this week, I've been rushing around. I walked past my little studio. He's sat in there, all right? Now, because I've got this sort of job, I can get away with it. I said to him, if I was a doctor, would he keep coming to me practice?
If you were a doctor, there'd be severe problems with the NHS.
Imagine that.
The standards would have lowered so much if you can arrive at the hospital you're a
We'll
doctor.
pop in, I'll go to lunch, don't we? We have a little lunch break, don't we? I go, come on, let's go now. He goes, I'm busy. I go, come on, let's go now. He's going, you're doing me head in.
Well, when I was talking about the monkey conundrum with Karl, he said to me, right, if I had a day off work and I was, say, watching the TV and with one hand I was typing a typewriter, would I type Shakespeare? I mean...
Yeah, but you see, there's certain things. We were talking a little bit about this stuff the other week, weren't we, when we said, you were going on about Einstein, and I said he's not that good. E equals MC squared. It sounds good, but I've never used it and that. Right?
I've never used it! You haven't used 2 and 2 equals 4, Karl!
The fella with an apple fell on his head. It could have been anyone sat under that tree. Do you know what I mean? It's just annoying.
Lucky. And Newton gets all the credit for his laws of the universe.
Well, other people were working whilst he was having a lunch break under the tree. So in a way, it's like he didn't deserve to have that success story.
Again, forget the apple and the tree and whether he was sitting down having a lunch break. It's totally irrelevant.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is there's certain things that will just happen. It's like, I think we were talking, when we were out eating the other week, we were talking about Noel Gallagher.
Well, this is the reason the monkey discussion came up, right? Noel Gallagher...
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
Rick, I don't want to misquote Noel.
I'll be like Herbert Lom in Clouseau. I'm going to get a twitch whenever he opens his mouth. I don't know where to start with some of his statements.
Well, as I say, this discussion began because we were talking about a quote that Noel Gallagher supposedly gave. Now, I don't want to misquote Gallagher, but the gist of it was that he said, had I... written Wonderwall or whatever, instead of the Beatles writing Strawberry Fields or whatever, I'd be the one that was considered the great songwriter and it wouldn't be the Beatles. It's just the fact that they came first that meant that they get all the credit as being the greatest band.
I don't know where to start with that statement either.
I mean, that's Gallagher's thing and he's, well, whatever. We know what we think of that. What was your point, Karl? You agreed with him, didn't you?
Yeah, I reckon right? Do you know we've talked about putting a baby in a room before and it'll know what colour it is and stuff? If you've got a room that's painted red, right? But forget that, because that's going to confuse
Hear him out.
Listen to me. Say if they did some new TV show, right? Like, what's that film with Jim Carrey in where
The Truman Show.
The Truman Show, right? So they make up a little room and some woman has some kids and you say, right, let's put the kids in this room, and they don't know what's going on outside. They don't know anything about, like, EastEnders and that. It's like their little world, right? They don't know anything that's gone on.
How could a child survive without EastEnders?
Right, listen. So you sat in the room, right? And then when they're all asleep, right,
Wait for this bit.
someone
Have you heard this?
Yeah,
bit?
wait for this bit. They're all in a room.
Yeah.
They're asleep.
Yeah.
someone pops in, puts a guitar next to the bed, right? Nips off out again. They wake up in the morning, and one of them goes, "What's this?" They don't even know it's a guitar because they've never seen one, right?
They're talking English, though.
Yeah.
We just left guitar out of the vocabulary.
Right. So
There's plenty more to come.
one of them will pick it up and they'll go, "I don't know what it is," and they'll start strumming. They'll go, "That sounds good, doesn't it?" Give them a few weeks, they could come up with Hey Jude. Whereas, typing Shakespeare, a monkey that can't even spell.
I see that.
So I did some research, right?
Let's just recap again. There was a guy you read about who had his head chopped off. He was guillotined.
Yeah.
He had said to the people around him,
Count
"I am going
blinks.
to blink once I've had my head cut off to
So
show
the brain
that life
can still...
or the brain
Yeah.
can continue to work after
Yeah.
death." Okay, so yeah, we queried that.
So you weren't having any of it?
Well, no, possibly for a few seconds till the oxygen stops being fed to the cells because the blood has drained away. But, you know, nothing spectacular. So
Right,
go on.
well, along the similar sort of lines, right? This is quite a few years ago. This fella sort of upset the royal family doing something, right? So they said that this isn't good.
Wasn't Ben out under that Jubilee thing, was it?
I can't remember what it was, and they said, right,
That was terrible.
we're gonna cut your head off. You know, you gotta show people that you can't be doing what you've been doing.
What was this, the 1970s? What you said a couple of years ago, you mean maybe sort of...
Was it the olden days when the
Ages
phones
ago.
weren't very good?
Ages ago.
Yeah.
Ages ago, sure.
So yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
So
Very philosophical.
Yeah, imagine that when you watching the history.
Cut your head off.
This was
Fair enough.
literally ages ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, go
Simon
on.
Sharma's History of Britain.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
So-
and even before that, which is yonks before, when it was all mental and different. Sorry, Carl, go on.
So he's having his head cut off, and he's resigned to it.
It's a day before. He's kind of got it into his head now that I'm not going to have my head much longer.
Sure.
So he said, let's make use of this.
Yeah.
He said, I wonder how long, like, the body can stay alive without my head on it, right? So they were like, oh, I don't know. So,
Hoover.
so
The jailers?
whoever he was asking.
These jailers with one eye.
Yeah.
Get out, pal.
So he said,
No, wait a minute, I've got an interesting scientific experiment, jailer. Well,
Yeah.
fair enough.
What is it?
So he said, what I want to do, right? He said, you know, surely it's my last right. You know, I'm gonna be dead tomorrow.
Sure.
So let's
He
do a
didn't draw
test.
it out this long, did he?
Yeah, he said, let's test this out. You know, he said, do us a favour. He said, you know, it's my last day. What I want you to do is, you're going to cut my head off. Let's put a white line on the floor
Right.
and see if, you know, because there's no point asking how far he can sort of walk without an head if there isn't a line, because you don't know what to count. Do you know what I mean? If he loses his head and he's running around all over the place, you can't really count
That's
that.
not impressive enough, yeah.
So they said, let's make a white line.
Sure.
Yeah. Who said
And-
this? He did or they did?
I think they started to join in with him and saying, well, let's make this a... you know.
You get it. Go on.
So,
They got Norris McWhirter down. The Guinness people.
Oh, yeah.
so they said, let's get this white line.
Yeah.
And
Dedication's all you need.
we'll do this tomorrow. And he said, all right, then I'll see you in the morning. So we go-
I'll see you in the morning. Night, night. Sleep tight. Bye, bye.
I love the fact that Carl knows exactly what was said. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, he doesn't know the story
Yeah.
or what order it is in
Yeah,
or when
but
it
he
was.
knows exactly what
or
was
who
said.
said what, but he knows the intricacies. All right then, see you in the morning. Bye, little kissy, kissy, kissy. Oh, I'm not like that. Oh, you joker.
Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Yeah, anyway.
So he gets up.
Do you want a paper tomorrow? No, I'm all right. Go on.
He gets up and they say, right, you know, today's the day and that. And he said, well, you know, I've got used to the idea. So here's a white line for you.
Got used to the idea.
Go on.
So they go, right, you ready then? And he said, I go on. And they cut his head off. And the body walked 32 steps without a head.
Wow.
32 steps.
Incredible.
And that's the lesson, really.
Did it get as far as it walked along the white line, did it?
Yeah, it stayed along the white line, did 32 steps, and then started to stumble a bit, and it just fell over.
Yeah,
but, it was a test that your body can still keep alive for a little bit.
Yeah.
When you've lost your head.
Absolute twaddle. Absolute twaddle.
What do you reckon you can do then without an head? How many steps?
Nothing.
There'd be muscular spasm, right?
Yeah. It would twitch a bit.
It would, yeah. You could not distinctly take 32 steps. The body don't...
Yeah.
Is the doctor still on the line?
Yeah.
The fella that bought 6 parrots.
Yeah.
And, you could
Incredible.
have got 32 steps.
Right, so you
A
don't
beheaded
believe
man
that.
doing a bit of line dancing.
Right, you don't believe that, but something that you do believe that a cockroach can live a week without an head.
It can. Slightly different kettle of fish there.
Why?
Wow, insect to human is what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
that difference.
There's not that much difference in
Well, of
some
course there
insects. Do you know that a snake has a heart and lungs and kidneys and stuff?
Go on.
No, well, I'm just saying.
So?
You're making out as if like they're a totally different being.
Species. I am making out. I mean, call me old-fashioned.
Do you know what you're talking about? I don't want you embarrassing yourself, Rick.
Yeah, I am suggesting they're totally different beings. Yeah, that is. Yeah. Now, Karl, the cockroach is a very different thing. The interesting there is that it lives without its head, because a lot of it's on. There's some of them are phototropic, chemotropic. Some of them just literally have irritation and muscle memory. I mean, they do have a central nervous system, but it's very different. So if you lose the head, it bypasses a lot of that anyway. All this is running around. The reason it dies is because it can't take on water. But it's very different to a man, right, having consciousness and then losing that, and the body's still going, no, I think I remember what I was going to do here.
Yeah, so
I'm going to carefully walk 32 steps along this white line. Imagine you just looking down going, oh, missed a bit.
Yeah.
Maybe the head was in the corner going, left, 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 oh, he's now,
Well, let's just put it out. I mean, if anyone listening has maybe had a relative beheaded, maybe in a horrendous car accident, but they got up, maybe they went for a walk, they had a little chat before they passed on.
Karl.
Get in touch.
Karl, you are my favourite being. You are my favourite species.
Now, you, Karl, may not be particularly different genetically from a cockroach. You are,
Why can
generally
cockroaches
speaking.
do that? Why whoever made them went...
Let's play a record.
Do you know what, when I told him this fact, I send him little facts on text messages just to inflame his, interest. I just sent him a cockroach can live 9 days without its head. He texted back, what's the point of that?
Yeah.
What's the point of
They're
that?
not doing experiments, these cockroaches.
It's a boring last week to have.
And he went, and on top of all that, you're thirsty. So it's the worst week of your life, isn't it? That week without your head.
Right.
Have you done a business degree or anything? Have you?
Commerce.
You did commerce. Where did you do that? What did you do with that?
At school, I'd learn how to fill out a cheque, pay a bill, and I think I had a trip round Kellogg's.
Did you get an O level or a GCSE?
We know he didn't.
You know, I did.
But was there a commerce exam, or was it just a division of
Can't
maths?
remember.
What did he fill out a
Was it a
check?
subset of
It was
maths?
an option. It was like, if you want to do it, you can.
What
do
was it? Fill out a check.
Fill out
Pay a
check,
bill.
Pay a bill.
Have a visit round
Nip round
Kellogg's.
Kellogg's, and I saw my sister's boyfriend there at the time. He sorted me out with some variety packs.
Really? What was in them?
You know, Rice Krispies and
Good stuff.
Cocoa Pops?
Space Dust or whatever it is.
Space Nuts.
So, sorry, that wasn't Ken Dodd, no.
No.
That was someone else, was it? That was an aunt.
That wasn't Special K. Oh,
What
dear.
about this then? Home Secretary David Blunkett admits that muggers rule some streets.
Weird this, because when I was out with you...
I don't believe it's going to be weird, whatever you say,
No,
Karl. Go on.
when we were in that pub that night and we got talking about muggers and that, the tip is what I tend to do, because I nearly got mugged once. Act
You
mental.
what? You nearly got mugged once.
I nearly got mugged.
Yeah.
But I tried this technique of acting a bit mental.
Right, and how did you act mental?
Well, this guy wanted me trainers. And I was in Piccadilly Gardens in Manchester. It was quite late one night. And he come up, he said, I want them trainers. I said, you want them? I said, I worked hard for these. He said, how dare you come to me asking? And I got a bit livid. And he looked at me like, oh my God, he's got a right one here. And he left me.
Were you acting mental, or were you just mental?
No, I put it on a bit.
Were you not petrified, though?
Well, you don't think about it, do you, when you're sort of in the eyes of danger?
Well, not you, clearly, you're a brave man. So what did you say?
I just I just went a bit mad. I just kind of, because he said he wanted the trainers and they were dear ones at the time. And I just, no, you're not having these. So I've crafted you. I said, I wanted these trainers.
Yeah.
And, went on to tell him how I work at printers and I don't enjoy it. And, I put in all these hours and that, and I have to cycle home for about 5 miles. And
Did he give you his trainers?
Yeah.
Did he have a knife or
I just
anything?
left. No, it didn't get that violent.
Well, that's very brave of you, Carl.
Yeah, it's
That's
good.
good advice, though. Just act mental.
See, what's actually tried it the other night.
Oh, Liza Minnelli.
Yeah.
Well, she said, I've worked hard for these diamonds. Yeah. Not easy being the daughter of Judy Garland. You don't know what it's like. You know a lot about paying bills and writing out checks. Don't you?
Tell us about Kellogg's.
What was it like? What was in the factory? Was it just like squashing bits of corn? And
Pretty boring, really. Just loads of conveyor belts, boxes of cornflakes everywhere. Just what you imagine.
yeah.
I
So
don't
is
know
it
what
more,
we're to
this
learn
is where
from
you
it.
might be working? This is where you're likely to work if you
Possibly.
leave
There was
school.
2 trips. There was that and the trip to Manchester Evening News.
Okay.
And I left that early because I had a job in Cordon Bleu.
In Kellogg's.
Cordon Bleu, what's that?
It's like a supermarket.
Yeah?
And I had to leave the trip early, and the teacher went mad saying they'd thought I'd got lost on the, in the building and stuff.
What, you
It
didn't
caused
tell
a
anyone?
uproar. No, because it was like day 2 of working in this supermarket, and I couldn't be late. I thought by the time I explain where I've got to go and everything, I'll be even later.
Sure.
So I just left, and then apparently they were searching the building and everything for me.
Oh,
I
were
was
you?
stuck in a printer. Don't know.
Fucking a printer.
I don't know.
What was the printer's name?
You worked at a supermarket called Cordon Bleu.
Cordon Bleu.
Brilliant.
That's great, isn't it?
It's rubbish.
Oh.
Got sacked.
You had to
What'd you get sacked for?
Messing about in a back in the car park round the back.
Yeah.
Right, there was a grid, and all the concrete had gone funny. So when it rains, you got like a big lake,
Oh, yeah.
right? And I got in. Do you know those big metal trolleys you get to like put all the food in whilst?
Oh, yeah.
And I
Yeah.
got in one of them and pushed myself out into this lake.
Of cement.
No,
Of
I
water.
got full
Oh, it
of
was
water
water,
'cause it'd been
right,
raining.
right.
And I got stuck in the middle, right? And the boss was like, "Where's Karl? He's meant to be doing, facing up the beans." And I was like,
You were stranded in a lake.
So someone said, I saw him messing about out the back. He came out and saw me stuck in the middle of this lake in a trolley. And he said, "Get back in." I said,
Would you say, no, I'm filming sharks?
I said, it's too deep. I can't get out. You'll have to pass me something. And he said, "I'm not passing you nothing." He said, "You can get out of there and walk through it." I said, "I'm not. I've got my trainers on, probably the same ones."
Yeah, you've risked
actually.
your life for them.
Yeah. I said, "I'm not getting these wet." I said, "He said, what are you going to do?" I said, "I'm going to wait for the water to go down the grid." He said, "The grid's blocked. Now get out or you're sacked." I said, "Well, I'm not getting out." He said, "Right."
Carl, you know our mate Johnny, he's a Doctor Who fan.
Yeah.
Do you remember, he bought the Doctor Who magazine, and he went to the toilet, and Steve got post-it notes and put geek on every page. And Johnny opened it on the tube, right, and it had geek and everything. And Johnny bought in the new Doctor Who magazine, I think this week's or this month's, right? And they've done the perfect Doctor Who fan, right, what the geek is, right, and it looks exactly like Steve.
All right, don't have a go, Rick.
It does. And he went, and I'm going to try and put it on the website. It's amazing. It's got your hair, glasses, it stands like you, it's sort of dressed like you, and it's only, it's hilarious. And he was, I mean, I'm insulting you now. It sounds like an insult, but if you'd see it, you'd laugh. Play a,
Well, Rockbusters, right?
yeah.
Right, here we go.
Just a little bit annoyed.
Just 3 clues.
We've lost all the energy in this show, haven't we?
Well, I can't get over that insult. I'm just a little...
No,
Three.
we did though.
It just came out,
Sort
no, I
of
can be honest with
things,
you. It
3
came out left
clues.
field. I wasn't expecting an insult.
No,
And,
but I
I
think
thought there
it
was a
is.
sense of camaraderie on this.
No, I'll bring
Just
it in,
email
and
in
you'll see what I mean.
ricky.gervais at
Right, play a record. I'm
xfm.co.uk.
just annoyed. I can't
What are we
listen to
doing?
Rockbusters
I'm
too.
just reading out the clues.
Should we put this? Let's put this one in for the Sony Award. Let's put this show in for the Sony Award.
Play a song, Carl, because I need to discuss things with him. I've talked before about him
Edit
slagging
it
me
down.
off.
Get this down to 3 minutes. It'd be a great show.
Rockbusters in a minute. XFM.
Lonesome Day by Bruce Springsteen from his new album The Rising on XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. Foreman just phoned in and said to Karl, stick up for yourself. Don't listen to that Merchant. He does my head in. He's so arrogant.
I don't think I'm arrogant. I think I'm mean.
Yeah.
I just think I'm sort of objectionable. I don't think it's arrogance. I think it's
No.
sort of nastiness.
Yeah.
I'm just not a very nice person. But believe me, I'm not arrogant. I think I'm pathetic.
What were you talking about earlier about glasses as well and Steve taking his glasses off? What was that?
What are you saying that in front of him now for?
Was it an insult?
It wasn't really an insult.
Carl, what were you up to?
No, what was it? I genuinely don't remember. I genuinely don't remember.
Right, Steve, I'm not having a go. Right? Just saying how people, it's a bit weird that you've got glasses because you've got a good pair of eyes on you. Right? That isn't an insult.
What were you talking about, though? What was it? Why did
it was the fact that people who wear glasses always look a bit weird without them on. It's like, you know, they should wear glasses.
Okay. Why did we get round to this? What was we talking about?
I don't know. I don't know what that was.
It sounds like an insult, even it wasn't intended as one.
It wasn't.
It sounds like an insult, Carl.
It does, yeah.
No, it wasn't.
I should be allowed to punch you every time you insult me now.
No, but I'm not
I'm
having a
doing
go.
it. I'm going to give you a dead arm.
Look, Steve,
It sounds
it's
like an
you.
insult.
You
And
always
even if it wasn't, you intended it to be one.
What you...
Oh, that was real. Play a record.
But
It's
That's what you get
mad.
every time you insult me from
That's
now on.
mad. Oh, is this the Cardigans? Great. Brilliant.
I didn't even say anything.
It makes me feel better. I can enjoy the rest of the show.
Yeah.
Before we carry on with anything, I should just tell you, we're on the subject of emails. There's one emailer we're always looking forward to hearing from.
Dickers!
Richie Anderson!
Dicky Docky Doo!
Richard Anderson, thanks for emailing.
He's my biggest fan.
He's
now.
one of the biggest fans.
He absolutely loves me.
But not afraid to offer some constructive criticism.
Go on,
That's
what's
the
he
great
said?
thing about Dickie. And from Anders this week, he says, Ricky, I'm lazy, I talk nonsense, I'm badly organised, and I believe in ghosts. Can I have a job working on your show? Possibly, Anders. Maybe send in a CV. Or email a CV.
He's put a little bit of all of us in that, hasn't he? Oh, I'll ask him if he's a goggle-eyed freak, Steve.
All right, calm down.
Well, no, I didn't mean
there's no need to get insulted.
No, I didn't necessarily mean you,
No
did
need
I?
to get nasty.
Well,
Also, I was thinking about that, actually, Steve.
Oh, God.
Just talking of the old...
What?
What?
Talking to the what?
No. Do you know, like...
This better be good.
No, you don't have that many girlfriends and that.
what do you mean?
Carl, why are we on this? I was defending you in the whole monkey discussion. Come on, what's your point? What's your point? What's your point?
No, what's the point? What's the point?
I just was thinking...
If there was an infinite number of Steves?
You're an odd-looking fella.
Come on, Carl, get to the...
No, you know I know
quick.
that. I've told you that
Cut
loads
to
of
quick.
times.
What do you mean, you know I know that?
Well, there's no point pretending anymore.
Steve, I'm flabbergasted.
But also, you don't like spending money, right?
He's mean and weird looking.
Valentine's Day. Are you sort of, you know...
You've got to love him now, haven't you?
What are you happier with? The fact that no girls like you enough, right?
This is really mental.
Or are you happy because you don't have to spend any money on a card for someone?
A little from column A, a little from column B.
Wait, let's have more monkey news. What have we got?
No, we've got
so much to get into this show. Insults.
We don't need
stupidity.
the insults. I think we've got enough. We don't need the insults.
There's no more insults. No more
What
insults.
angers me with Carl is you know he's been planning that.
No, I haven't. I was thinking about it on the way in because Valentine's Day is coming up and I'm not a big fan of it.
Condoms?
You bought your girlfriend a box of condoms for Christmas. I don't think you can have a go at me. To be fair.
No, but I don't just treat her on Valentine's. I'm always... Do you know what I mean?
You don't even treat her on Valentine's. You don't even treat her at Christmas or on her
Hang
birthday.
on.
When do you treat her?
Hang on a minute. Wait a cotton picking minute there. Oh, why I order. Wait a minute. What was that? Tiffany Dog.
I treat your girlfriend better than you, and I've only met her twice.
I took her out last night and she enjoyed herself.
Where'd you go?
Until she had to write the check.
Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
To a chippy. A really... No.
Play a record!
It's a chippy.
No, a really quality one.
Right.
Oh, God!
Under a fiver for two.
Oh, nice
lots.
wrapping. Not newspaper, greaseproof paper.
And bread.
That's Feeder, Just the Way I'm Feeling, on XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Claire Sturgis. Well, he's defying me. He's not calling in. We're going to give out his number and he's not calling in. That's even more annoying. Who does he think he is?
I don't know who he thinks he is. I'll tell you what I'll tell you who he is.
Yeah.
He is a little bold Mancunian.
Let's never
That's
let him
who he
forget that.
is. I don't know who he thinks he is, but there's the fact.
Just, Carl, call in, because you're annoying me and Steve. He's been slagging you off as well, Steve.
Well, Go on, what's
In
he
the
saying?
week, you know, he was slagging you off. I mean, in the week, I was joining in and laughing along, but now I'm thinking but now I'm thinking that you're more on my side than he is.
Thanks very much, Rick. I'm glad to see you've come round.
He said he was. I was in the pub with him and Johnny.
All right, so there's a little audience. Good.
And he went, have you seen Men in Black 2? I went, no. He said, have you, Johnny? He went, no. He went, there's a thing in it that looks just like Steve. And I went, what? He went, it's a thing, he's got really gangly arms and bulbous eyes, and it just works really fast in the Aliens registration thing. And I went, all right. I said, well, bring that up Saturday. Since he's not here, you know, what do you think of that?
Well, the reason is that I think the problem I have with is this, that if I was to say things like that about Karl, I'd destroy him. He'd be a broken man after I'd finish with him.
Call in, Karl, or Steve's going to say a few things about you.
I'm going to get a couple of home truths out there.
I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Yeah, we were, you know, at the time I was joining it, we were having, you know, slagging you off on other things as well.
Sure.
But now I'm thinking, maybe
maybe you were wrong.
Maybe I was taking the mickey out of the wrong person behind their back.
If you receive any phone calls from people you don't know, we don't know anything about that. Instantly, we don't know why that is happening. That is just going to be a weird, spooky thing. So,
If you want to see dinosaurs and that, go to the museum.
You were complaining about that as well, weren't you? You went to a museum and there was too many dinosaurs. He said you just need 4.
No, well, Steve, have you been to the one in Knightsbridge?
I think
this
so.
one that I called up, right? It's nice. You go in, you get a good collection of stuff. You walk in, there's 3 or 4 dinosaurs. You've had enough, right? I went into New York, right? I went to the museum there, hundreds of them. You can't move for dinosaurs.
yeah.
It's almost like they're responsible for them being extinct. There's loads of them. So all I'm saying is, if you want to see a dinosaur, go to the one near Knightsbridge. They've got a nice selection, some old vases and stuff. It's worth going. So,
Do you work for them? Because that was a pretty big sell.
well, just sort of mention
You
it.
could work that into quite an advert, I imagine.
Doctors have removed a 4-pound baby boy from the stomach of his 7-year-old twin brother.
Yeah.
Alan Jan
twin
Niamatilev
brother,
was
yeah.
born with the freak fetus growing inside him. For 7 years, it lived like a parasite until a school doctor became alarmed about Alan Jan's bulging tummy and took him to hospital. Surgeons who gave him a scan operated immediately, unaware that the baby was attached to the boy's blood vessels and still alive. They saved Alan Jan from certain death, but knew the 8-inch fetus was doomed. So there we are. Boy pregnant with his own twin brother by Barbara Davis. That was in the Mirror, apparently. So I've read on, and all the facts are right. They took him to school. The parents didn't realise.
And that isn't even this week's Freak of the Week.
I mean, that's
You
still
got
to
that for
come.
free. You got that. You can have that.
That's the free freak of the week.
Free.
That's giveaway. That's like 13.5% extra.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That you might get with hairspray or something. So that, I mean, if that's just the throwaway freak of the week, there are 2 freaks of the weeks there. If those 2 freak, I can't wait to see what the actual freak of the week is that people are paying for. Is it incredible, Karl?
I'll tell you what. Something else you can have for free.
Go on.
Another sort of freaky thing, right? I was watching this programme in the week. Right?
What?
I don't know what it was. But it was about, I just saw this little fella on it, right?
What do you mean, little fella?
He was doing this history thing,
Oh.
right?
Yeah, I know what you mean. So, is this he's found out that a Viking was a bit like him?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
He was boneless or something, or he's...
Well, that's the weird thing. What do you think of that, Steve?
He's what? He's boneless.
No, he was called Harry the Boneless or something.
Yeah, but you know what you're going to get there, don't you? That's what I mean. Always have a name, Elephant Man, you know. Harry the Boneless. Where is he? You know what I mean?
I'm meeting someone, waiter, what's his name? He's called Harry the Boneless. He's over there flapping around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming to
He's
the
over there
lunch.
in the bucket, having noodles.
That's what I mean. But, do you reckon you could do that? Do you reckon you could have your bones taken out?
I love talking to him! He's brilliant! It's like talking to a 5-year-old.
I was asking Suzanne when she was watching it, and she was like, ask me later.
Yeah, brilliant.
She wanted to know about,
What do you said? You were watching this programme about history, right? About Vikings.
Something like that.
You turned to your girlfriend and said, do you reckon you could have your bones taken out?
Yeah.
I love that.
What do you think?
That is why you are my favourite
What do you mean you think you can have your bones taken out? Firstly, why would you have your bones taken out?
If you've only got a small flat or something, and there isn't much room,
Yeah.
right? And what I mean is, would all your organs still do the stuff?
No, they wouldn't.
You'd just be mush.
Listen, I'll teach you something now, right? The skeleton, right? Spam, yeah? Support, movement, anchorage. No, support, protection, anchorage, movement. Spam. That's what the bones do. Yeah? You couldn't stand up. You wouldn't be protected because they protect this rib cage, skull, of course. Anchorage, everything holds onto it. Every muscle is tethered to pull against something, like a crane, a pulley system, so you wouldn't be able to move at all. Do you know what I mean? So you'd be in a bucket. There'd be nothing, you'd die immediately, obviously. No, you can't have your bones taken out, Karl. I mean, why do you need to ask that question?
Sorry, but Boneless Bob, or whatever his name was. Harry the Boneless. he presumably didn't have any bones. I mean, that's why he had that name, obviously.
No, he did.
No, he's got the name.
Yeah, exactly.
Freak of the Week's coming up now.
Oh, cheeky Freak of the Week.
Right, well, we've had some interesting things we've been looking at. This week, it's about the strangest couple that ever got married.
and we've had 2 sets of chimps, so it's stranger than that. Oh, it's not Dale Winton and Neil McAndrew, is
It's
it?
not your parents, is it?
Well, we're going back again to I think this is about 19...
Something like that.
1940.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever. Yeah.
Strangest couple, a fella, right? He had skin of a lizard.
He had the skin of a lizard, okay.
And the woman who he
Which he
married...
used as a condom.
The woman who he married.
Yeah.
Airiest woman ever.
Right.
And that was their act. They used to tour the world, and they'd say, it's like, a couple who've met, they're having a great life. Let's get them out on stage, here they are. And they'd
What do you mean
out.
he had the skin of a lizard, first of all?
That's what he said. He had some sort of some illness.
So he was called Lizard Man, and you like that because it was good description.
I thought that's good.
I'm here, hello, dude, we booked a table for 2. Who are you meeting? I'm meeting Lizard Man. Oh, he's over there.
Yeah.
You know he is, right?
Yeah.
I'm meeting the hairiest woman in the world. She's over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what did they do for their act?
Now, bear in mind that we had some Siamese twins last week, and their act was having a bath.
yeah.
So I hope it's an improvement on that.
What did Lizard Man? He came out and ate some flies, did he?
I don't really know. I just think they stood there and that.
Yeah, when you read this and it goes the most interesting fact ever, Lizard Man, and you go, that's enough. That's enough. I can extrapolate from that.
Well, straight away I start thinking. I'm thinking, right. I wonder if they got the wedding photos. Right? And then, like you said, that they had a kid.
Oh, what would that be like?
Exactly.
It'd be like an ostrich, wouldn't it? It would sort of like...
That's what I was thinking.
What did you think it would come out like, the baby?
I didn't think what that looked like. I just was thinking, parents' evening. Do you know what I mean?
You wouldn't want them coming up to the school, would you?
So
that's the
little
problem.
Johnny, who starts off relatively normal, he's quite good at, he's good at nature, isn't he? And his mum and dad come into the room and they'd be looking round, wouldn't they?
Well, it's always like that thing at school when, like, you find out your mate's mum and dad are really old.
Right,
Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
When you go, your gran and granddad bought you?
Yeah.
Your mum and dad.
Yeah.
And you go, oh.
It is weird.
What's that we're talking about? He calls him mum. What was that? Oh, sorry.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
no,
like-
that's always strange. If you had Godzilla and King Kong as your parents,
Yeah.
and it was,
they're
like you
always
say,
fighting.
They're always fighting, and like you say, you're in a school play or something. You wouldn't tell them, would you? You wouldn't want them coming up with a video camera.
He didn't tell his parents he was in the...
Well, exactly.
You did Little Donkey, you didn't tell your dad, did you? And he came along and videoed it.
Yeah.
Was that...
Kept it quiet, don't want them to know anything.
But you didn't... What was it was meant to be playing? You had a little drum, didn't you?
Yeah, I was doing, I had a little drum. I think it was meant to be playing We Three Kings.
Yeah.
But, we started doing Little Donkey and I thought I can add a touch to this.
Sure, you improvise.
Started playing along
It was like
with
the first remix, wasn't it?
It went down well. But yeah, that's all I was thinking with, the Freak of the Week this week. That's what I'm saying about Freak of the Week. It's to get people thinking, right? Thinking how lucky they are. That, they don't have to...
Comb their face. What are you talking about? What do you mean, Freak of the Week is to let people know how lucky they are?
Just,
What about the little freak you're talking about? What are they thinking? They're going, oh, he's talking about me. I'm a little hairy lizard man on a stick.
pop in, give us a call. I thought, you know, that's what I'd like to do on a TV programme. That's what I want to do. I want to go and, like, meet these people and say, right, let's just go shopping. Let's, you know, we'll film what your normal day's like.
Yeah.
Let's pop out. Nip into Sainsbury's or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, buy a comb.
Park right up close to it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. So what you're saying is you just want to get a little message out there, which is that there's always someone worse off than you.
Well, there's proof of that in this room. You know what I mean?
Oh, Carl, when's your train?
In a minute, I'm going to get going now. I'll see you later.
Thanks, Karl.
Brilliant. What are you playing? You can play a song?
Kirsty McCall.
Yeah.
I'll see you later. Here's a bit of science for you.
Go on.
Right. Read the other day.
Yeah.
If you dug a big hole, right?
Oh, God.
Started digging, say in, wherever, Trafalgar Square, right?
Yeah.
You dig a big hole and you keep digging.
Yeah.
And you go right through the earth.
Right.
Out to the other side.
Yeah.
So you're somewhere in Australia or something, right?
Yeah.
And then you come back to London.
Right.
Stand next to the hole, jump in it. Apparently, you can jump through the world in 42 minutes.
It's interesting.
But then I was thinking, will you fall? And then when you come out the other end, would you fall back again?
Well, yeah, you would, wouldn't you? What would happen is you'd accelerate 10 meters per second to the centre of the Earth. But you'd have such inertia, you'd nearly go as far out the other end before it was like a bungee jump. So you'd nearly get as far as the other end, and then you'd go back again, and you'd keep going until back and forth, getting further and further away from making it until you went sort of back and forth in the centre, and then you'd stay still in the centre.
Have you drilled a hole through the earth? Get in touch. Email xfm.co.uk and just let us know how you got on. Did you get to the other side? Did you get to Australia? Did you buy...
All right, Carl's had a bad week. I'm going to say it straight away. He tries to rule out stress in his life,
yeah,
but he's had a bit too much stress this week, haven't you? One, a phone call from his mum, stressed him a little bit.
Right.
Something he said in a magazine about his auntie. Okay. Came back to haunt him. With
Auntie Nora?
Auntie Nora, yeah.
Don't name her.
No. Oh,
she
no,
knows
don't
who
name
she
her.
is.
No. Okay, we won't name her. Right, we just say it's the one who farted for 5 minutes, and as he saw a skirt when he was young, and I found it like a split tennis
So
ball.
it could be any of me aunties.
We're that coming up, and also a bloke in Times Online, Chris Campling, did a review of the show,
right,
and basically said that Karl Pilkington is a creation of Gervais and Merchant.
Well, if only that were the case.
He said. He started off saying he liked the show.
Yeah.
He was excited. Said it was a good show. A lot of the jokes.
I'm already questioning his critical faculties.
Yeah, exactly. And basically said that we didn't contribute much, or seemingly didn't seem to contribute much, and we couldn't sort of like ad lib or anything. We just laughed at, particularly me, laughed at Karl Pilkington, who was coming up with some, you know, quite funny stuff.
Yeah.
Right? But then he does a twist on it. He goes, but the thing is, we're the puppet masters. He's a created person. We've created the persona Karl Pilkington for our own amusement.
Right.
He bases this on simply that we talked about... What was it we talked about? The Chinese not aging well, and
Right.
he heard him talk about that on my DVD. But clearly I say, Karl, remember when you were talking like that? It's a news, or remember in the week, and so he thinks it's all scripted now. Imagine if this show was scripted.
I'd be ashamed.
Yeah.
If this show was scripted, I would send back the BAFTAs for the actual shows we've written, and I would say...
I'm not having a go at Chris Campling. He's nice about our other work. He likes The Office, and he likes my stand-up and everything, and he likes the show, but he's saying... Because we're not spontaneous, we scripted this and invented Karl. So he's like, you know, we've invented another Gareth.
If we had created Karl, I would not have squandered a character that good on this poxy radio station.
Absolutely. Also, does he know that we spend about 3 months on half an hour script? So how long does 2 hours of drivel? But the main thing is, as if this could be scripted, it's dreadful.
It's just shocking.
Or maybe this is scripted.
Hang on, you've lost me now. Let me just check the script.
Maybe Chris Campling does not exist. Maybe I've made him up.
I don't know what to believe.
See, the name doesn't wash with me.
What was his name?
Chris Campling.
Sounds odd.
That's something that I made up, isn't it?
Campling's almost like a joke. It's almost like a gay name, isn't it? Oh, he's
See,
a Campling.
So I think this is scripted.
Yeah.
I think I've probably made this whole link up, and Karl is a creation. Campling, that's not a real name. I made it up. I should have come up with something better.
Yeah.
Sorry. Down to the River by Bruce Springsteen on XFM 104.9. So, yeah, that little fella in the Times thought Karl was just a puppet. We created him. He's an actor. What's his actor's name? Brent Hogwell. we got him from Spotlight.
Yeah.
Brent Hogwell.
This stupid, dopey Mancunian accent, he just puts that on every week.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah, he speaks rather like Hugh Grant.
Yeah.
And we just got this whole world around him. We set a whole... What do you think about that?
He had his head shaved, especially.
Exactly, yeah.
So yeah, would he think that, you know, maybe if he's looked online and seen me head, and he's noticed how round it is and that, does he think it's sort of been, you know, morphed into that shape just for the show, just for 2 hours on a Saturday?
Yeah. You spend 5 hours in prosthetic makeup like John Hurt in The Elephant Man.
Everything about him was made up.
Yeah.
We created him, because I remember coming up with Auntie Nora.
Oh, yeah.
You said, Rick, we need another character. I said, what about giving him an Auntie Nora?
Doesn't sound convincing, I said.
Yeah, and you said, what is it about? I said, well, I don't know, she farted for 5 minutes and she's got a fanny like a split tennis ball.
No one's going to believe that.
Yeah. Oh, that brings us neatly... Well, let's put that to bed now. So, Chris Campling, honestly, we do not script this shambles of a show, and Karl Pilkington really is like this. If you want, you can meet him. I'd love to send Karl for a drink with Chris Campling. Can we do that? And then he'll eat his words. Chris, if you're listening, honestly, this isn't a stitch-up. As I say, I'm not having a go at you. It's a very well-written article. It's very, very fair.
I know just complimenting on his grammar.
Yeah.
It's a very well-written article.
No, I'm saying we're not having a go.
You've typed that beautifully.
It's not like he snagged us off. I would just love him to meet Karl Pilkington. People in the street come to me and say, is Karl like that? And I so want them to meet him.
Yeah.
Or maybe he can send in, if he's online, he can send in 5 subjects for Karl to talk about that we couldn't possibly know about, just so he knows that we just really do throw things at Karl, and that drivel comes out. Imagine if it was scripted. But anyway, so Chris Campling, or anyone who knows Chris online, get him to email us, and with 5 subjects that Karl can talk about. That's a good idea, isn't it, Karl?
It is like I'm the Elephant Man the way I'm being treated now. Well, listen, still to come, right? We've got the monkeys thing.
Oh, chimpanzee that.
And when I was out last Sunday, right, at Johnny's birthday party,
Yeah.
Steve was there.
Yeah.
Got talking about stuff. And a debate that we didn't really finish cropped up.
It blew your mind, didn't it?
Amazing.
Oh, I know about this. Steve told me. This is the infinite amount of monkeys. Or a monkey with a typewriter and an infinite amount of time would eventually come up with the works of Shakespeare.
Yeah.
There was no debate. It's a philosophical, mathematical problem. There's no debate. It's true.
It wouldn't happen.
No, listen, Karl, listen. Infinity sorts it all out for you, right? An infinite amount of monkeys at a typewriter, right? They do everything. They type everything. Infinity just sorts it all out for you. There's no getting to it and they're going, oh, well, let's have a look what they've done. This one's come close. Did Romeo and Juliet. It would do it all. It would type everything ever possible, conceivable.
Yeah, but
it's a mathematical
Well,
infinity.
we've heard your side of the argument, Rick. And I'll be honest with you, it's a persuasive one. But let's hear Karl, because he heard about this in a pub last week.
Yeah,
so
what's your
he's got some strong
What's your
ideas
problem with
himself.
it? What's your problem with it?
well, first of all, right, you're saying it's a load of monkeys. It's not just one monkey. That
Depends.
can live forever.
No, wait. It's either a chimpanzee with a typewriter with an infinite amount of time. He would eventually, by definition, mathematically, type everything ever possible. Okay, or it's an infinite amount of chimps with typewriters, and one of them will type it first time.
But already that's not right. You either need to have
What do
one
you mean?
monkey.
What? You mean
Let's hear his
employment
point.
laws?
He
What do you mean
can't-
it's not right?
Let's hear him out, please.
If it's one monkey
Yeah.
with a typewriter that's got loads of ink in it and that, right? At least it knows what it's done in the past.
It's not.
Keep going.
Crime.
If you've got a load of monkeys, it's like if you have too many. What's that saying about too many chefs?
Too many chimps spoil the soup.
Right. Well, it's the same thing. It's like, well, I didn't tell you to put salt in it. I was going to put salt in it, and it messes it up. Whereas if it's just one, They know what's gone on. So what I'm saying is,
honestly,
just leave him go.
I can't be bothered.
I want to hear. I want to hear the rest.
This blows my mind. He doesn't know what this does to me. It's a mathematical problem.
I want to hear the rest.
well, it's just I just don't think it will happen.
What do you mean you don't think it'll happen? Infinity works it out for you by definition.
Well, what's stopping them typing the same thing again?
They would. In fact, the problem should be if you had an infinite amount of time that it would type. It works for Shakespeare an infinite amount of times and everything else an infinite amount of times. But you know, that's not as.
But not Shakespeare.
Oh, shut up, you idiot!
Rick, do you know what he said to me? I said to him, I just explained it to him. I said,
God.
you've got an infinite number of monkeys, infinite number of typewriters. They will type the complete works of Shakespeare. He said, have they read Shakespeare?
You're an idiot! Play a record.
said, no,
I'm not having this
they're not
conversation.
doing it from
I'm not
memory.
having it. I'm not having it because it really, really winds me up.
But you're saying they'll do it with no spelling errors.
Well, they do it an infinite amount of times. And they do it wrong an infinite amount of times. And they spell the last full stop wrong an infinite amount of times. And they get one thing wrong in Hamlet wrong an infinite amount of times. They do everything an infinite amount of times.
But are they going off a story that they've...
Play a record, Karl, because I'm going to knock you out.
I'm just saying,
Shut up!
do they know the story?
They're monkeys!
Oh, Christ.
No,
Right,
but-
okay.
Right, Karl. She's a girl and I'm a man. Good, that, innit? On
very good.
XFM, 104.9, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington.
As
Yeah.
ever, Rick, there's always someone who steps in to defend Karl.
Okay, what is the defence? What is the defence?
Here's an email from Scott Coomer. He says, Karl is actually right. I've got an A-level in statistics and probability. It doesn't matter how long they have and how many monkeys you have. You cannot guarantee they would type the complete works of Shakespeare. Infinity makes it probable they would get it right, but not definite.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
No, you weren't saying, Karl. You don't understand it. Infinity sort of sorts it out. That if they do anything, they nearly do everything, won't they?
No, I mean, they'll give it a good shot. on that.
No, that's not the point. But the
I'd
point
be
is this.
surprised if they did one page right.
Right, listen. It's not to do with consciousness. It's not to do with them aiming.
They are
It's-
just bashing away
it's
at
like,
the keyboard.
It's like they're used to show that there isn't consciousness. They chose the chimpanzee because it can type, presumably, hit the keyboard.
It's because they hadn't come across you at the time.
Yeah. It's to take out thought out of it. It's to take out reason and trying, right? It's just random. They're saying that if you typed enough things, if the computer was left typing everything, if you left it for an infinite amount of time, and they chose Shakespeare because there is meaning behind it, and it's difficult to get it exactly right, to show you that Infinity would come up with it's not just Shakespeare, it's every novel. It's everything.
Fairly eloquent there from Gervais. A quick riposte, please, from Karl Pilkington.
No, I'm just saying, what I don't understand, if it hasn't read it, then how does it know where it's going?
Listen, right, listen, right,
Can I just
explain to people, right? Some people have said, why are you cruel to Karl? He drives me mental with things like that.
As I say, this discussion began because we were talking about a quote that Noel Gallagher supposedly gave. Now, I don't want to misquote Gallagher, but the gist of it was that he said, had I written Wonderwall or whatever, instead of the Beatles writing Strawberry Fields or whatever, I'd be the one that was considered the great songwriter and it wouldn't be the Beatles. You know, it's just the fact that they came first that meant that they get all the credit as being the greatest band
I
in the
don't know
world.
where to start with that statement either.
I mean, that's Gallagher's thing, and he's, you know, well, whatever. We know what we think of that. What was your point, Karl? You agreed with him, didn't you?
Yeah, I reckon, right? Do you know we've talked about putting a baby in a room before and it'll know what colour it is and stuff? If you've got a room that's painted red, right? But forget that, because that's going to confuse them.
Hear him out.
Listen to me. Say if they did some new TV show, right? Like, what's that film with Jim Carrey in where
The Truman Show.
The Truman Show, right? So they make up a little room and some woman has some kids and you say, right, let's put the kids in this room, and they don't know what's going on outside. They don't know anything about, like, EastEnders and that. It's like their little world, right? They don't know anything that's gone on.
How could a child survive without EastEnders?
Right, listen. So, he's sat in the room, right? And then, when they're all asleep, right,
Wait for this bit.
someone
Have you heard this?
Yeah,
bit?
wait for this bit. They're all in a room.
Yeah.
They're asleep.
Yeah.
someone pops in, puts a guitar next to the bed, right? Nips off out again. They wake up in the morning. And one of them goes, "What's this?" They don't even know it's a guitar because they've never seen one, right?
They're talking English, though.
Yeah.
We just left guitar out of the vocabulary.
Right, so...
There's plenty more to come.
So, one of them will pick it up, and they'll go, "I don't know what it is," and they'll start strumming, they'll go, "That sounds good, doesn't it?" Give them a few weeks, they could come up with Hey Jude. Whereas, typing Shakespeare, a monkey that can't even spell...
I see that. Listen,
Can't answer it.
I might come with you, Rick, if that's all right. Because
we've got to sort out that Christmas special as well.
Yeah, no, sure.
Alright, I'll see you later.
I'm shooting off then as well.
Cheers, Carl. Exactly, yeah,
Statistics
biology and social and, you know, sex and all that sort of stuff. And
But we didn't
which
look at
is,
the sex
which is where we got the knob news for today from, right? This is true, right? I read that you'll have someone's eye out, knob news. Then you've got the jingle.
Yeah.
I read that the smallest ever functioning penis, right, was under 3/4 of an inch when erect.
Extraordinary.
That is bad luck, isn't it? And it's a micro penis, so it's perfectly scaled down. Just a little look at Karl's face.
Well, couldn't the fella have said, "Look, right, I'm not happy about it, so don't print it." It's not the sort of press people want, is it?
There wasn't a picture of him. It was anonymous. They didn't read the book and at work the next day and go, "Look at this, Frank. What? Smallest ever penis, half an inch." He didn't go, "It's me." He just went, "Yeah, loser."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anyway, let's have a shower. I'm alright. I'm alright. He must have had to have a little jod with a pair of tweezers.
Yeah, presumably.
Because you couldn't even get a fist. I mean,
No.
that is bad luck, isn't it?
Was he a good-looking fella?
What would you do, right, if he invited you round and said, right, and he was like the king, right, and he went, "Oh, Karl, can you just go in there and just nibble at it?" And you've gone under the water, and you're just about to nibble at it, and you come up and you go, "That's tiny." Would you be disappointed or relieved?
Right, well, that wouldn't happen.
No! Karl, I'm saying if it did, would you be disappointed? Would you go, "Oh, that, I can't even get, I don't know where to start with that," or would you go, "Oh, thank God it's not a big one"?
You've got to remember that he's the emperor. So you've got to do what he says or he'll have you killed.
What would you do? Would you go, "Oh, I lovely set of tackle," or, "Oh, it's not as big as I wanted," or would you secretly think, "I'm glad it's not big because I didn't want to, because I'm not that guy"?
I'm not even gonna think about it, because I wouldn't do it. I know I wouldn't do it, even back then.
Even back then? What do you mean?
Even
Well, when was Nero at it? What?
Well, the Roman Empire was sort of like 2000.
Well, it stretched
up
for
to
years.
about, yeah. So,
It's a long time ago.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
You'd have to.
I always remember, we're still doing knob news?
Yeah.
Just
It's just
Knob
some
news extra.
Knob news extra, excellent.
well, I didn't do that well at school and that, right? But we had biology. Mm-hmm. And I didn't take much of it in, but there was one day when it was about, knob news and stuff.
Sure.
And it was all about how, blood, is what makes...
Engorges the erectile tissue.
Sure.
Yeah, it was all about that. And there's this girl in our class called Paula, right? We were sat there watching it, and she fainted. You just heard her go, "Oh!" and she hit the floor, right? Because we were all sat on top of the desk watching this. I wasn't that interested in that.
No.
I wasn't looking at it and that. But Paula, right? She fell over. And the funny thing was, right?
What was it? A video?
Yeah, a video of like this blood.
Yeah.
Doing the business to this fella's member, right? And she fell over, like, and everyone's like, "Oh, what's up with her?" And the teacher was trying to like wake her up and give her water and that. And it was really weird because then the nurse came in, and yet this video was still playing. And the nurse came in, "What happened? Well, have you seen this?"
Yeah.
And you could hear, like, then it was going on to, like, sex education on the video. It was all done from start to finish. What happens, and by the end, and she was still out cold by the time it got to, like, and then they had a baby.
Yeah.
Right? And that just reminded me of it.
So it
then.
seems to me that was her sex education class. She fainted when the penis got erect, and when she woke up, a baby was born. That's probably what she thinks happens. She's wandering around now.
And the whole class just missed out a bit because they saw
if
someone's
she's ever
face.
with a bloke and he gets an erection, she just goes, "Oh, no,
Well, that's
get
it.
pregnant."
She was a bit of a class tart, really. That's why everyone was like, "What's up with her?"
Carl.
She didn't know the facts.
No,
No, but She was. Everyone was like, what's up with her? It's not as if she'd not seen it before. But just reminded me then. Weird. But anyway, yeah, so I wouldn't
You'd be loving it.
Anyway,
You'd be
let's
down
leave Nero aside.
Yeah. The other thing in this, should we play a record and come back?
Yeah,
There's another interesting fact.
There is some extraordinary facts in that.
Yeah, well, more facts.
We're running over.
But it won't be knob news. There'll be all different types of news. Good show, though? Enjoying the last show?
Yeah, it's alright, and, I hope it gets better because, Telegraph are listening today.
The Telegraph, the paper?
Yeah.
Why? Shall I give you a little taster? We were having a pizza in a pizza establishment. When was it? Wednesday or Thursday?
Yeah.
And he was going, I'm a good organiser, I'm a good problem solver. Give me any scenario, right? Obviously he didn't say scenario. And I went, okay then, so you're the manager of this place, and there's a couple there, elderly couple, they're about 60. They've had a lovely meal. He went, yeah, right. I went, but the gentleman, he's got a little bit of a heart condition, he takes a pill after his meal, as he should, after meals. He's only taken Viagra.
Oh.
And now he's stuck in.
Wedged in.
We've
all been there.
It's gone, and it's stopping him getting out from the table.
Yeah.
So what would you do? He went, what? He's stuck in because of his dick. I went, yeah. He went, right. He said, I'd use the situation, I'd make cash. I said, you're not going anywhere, do you want a pudding?
Entrepreneurial. I like it, Karl.
And he went, so that's that sorted, I've got the job on that. Next, I went, okay. You won't believe it. Next day, there's a little problem in the toilets. Two gay men were having sex and they got stuck in each other. Yeah. He went, right. I'd say, is it the same fella as yesterday with the Viagra? If so, why was he let in again? He was on the door.
Yeah.
I went, it's not, it's too different. He goes, right.
Does his wife know he's cheating on him?
Yeah. He went, right, I'd go down, I'd go, and then he went, I'd say this isn't a restaurant problem, call an ambulance. Strictly speaking, not a restaurant problem, no.
But am I right?
Huh?
Am I right?
Well, I don't know.
Would you give me the job if say, like, you were the boss of that restaurant and you...
Do you know what I like about this? At no point did he say, Gervais, why are you being so mental?
Yeah.
Why would someone get stuck because they took Viagra by mistake and two people get stuck in each other?
But you've heard the stories from his past. That is a perfectly legitimate situation to find yourself in. If you grew up in his part of
What
Manchester.
would you do if there was two fellas with big heads and webbed feet and they had a horse in a... Well, what I'd do is... What would you do? What did you do when you first saw him?
The dancing.
Brilliant.
Right?
That's that solved.
Brilliant.
I wanted to be a dancer. After I did the boxing, right, I joined a dancing thing just near Man United's ground, right, called Twiggy's. Went along, I wanted to learn some moves.
How old were you?
Well, it was when Michael Jackson was, like, pretty big, so about 83, 84, 85, something like that, around there. Wanted to do it. When I went, it was shut, and I'd become like a warehouse for toilet rolls. So in a way, I wonder what would have happened.
Sorry, how is that an anecdote about you going through dancing? You've told me before, you did boxing for a while, you did dancing for a while. You had a true fight in the boxing, you didn't even get in the... That's not an... Imagine if that was a film! This is a boy's dreams of becoming a dancer. Oh, it's shut. Next on. I mean, how is that a story?
Yeah, if that was Billy Elliot, do you think it would have won quite as many awards?
Yeah, brilliant. Footloose. Alright?
Yeah.
I'm fed up, they banned it. Let's go. Oh, it's shut. Flash dance. First, there was... it's a warehouse. Never mind.
I'm just saying, you'll find something else. I think I got a go-kart after that. I bought a motorised go-kart and kept myself busy with that. So... There's always other things.
Just think, Alan Bennett has to sit down and really sweat over his stories.
Yeah.
He just opens his mouth.
You are a living Alan Bennett character.
So that's
solved. Well, Jay, don't worry about that. There's no emotional problems I can foresee if you follow that advice.
So the advice there is do an arranged marriage.
If she's not ugly.
minging, she's not completely minging.
Yeah.
And don't worry about dancing. Get a go-kart. Cheers.
Great. Keep your problems coming in.
I've never been a religious type. If people want to do it, I let them do it and what have you.
Good of you.
But out of all of them, I want one that's not going to take over your life. I don't want one where you've got to get up 3 times a day and you've got to go and pray and that you've got to get up early. Forget that. It's getting in the way. But if it's something like... I was walking to work the other day, right, crossed Oxford Street. There's a little Hare Krishna fella there. And he sort of had... he had a leaflet and stuff. And he said, are you interested? And I said, what do you do? And he said, well, we're against getting stressed out and what have you. And he gave me a plum. They hand out food for some reason. But I sort of asked a few questions.
That's just the imagery. These two bold people, one of which is wearing an orange smock.
Holding a plum in the middle.
He hands the other one a plum. It's almost like you can imagine some kind of religious painting.
Exactly, yeah.
But you know, what is their sort of main thing? Because he didn't really tell me that much. He was a Japanese bloke, so I didn't know what he was saying that much.
Why? He wasn't speaking English?
Not very well. He wasn't the best sales bloke to send out for them, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But what's that? Are they? You're saying they're nothing like?
Well, I believe Hare Krishna is a kind of as an offshoot of a sort of Buddhist faith.
It is. I think they are Buddhist, aren't they?
Yeah, and obviously their kind of trademark, as it were, is that they have to say. I believe they have to say Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna in a certain rhythm, in a certain order, a certain amount of times per day. That's why you see them walking down the street saying Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, because it's actually a sort of religious chant which they're obliged to do. So you see, even if you go into the Hare Krishna faith, you may find yourself, in Tesco or whatever, forced to say Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Perhaps
out loud,
out
not
loud.
just thinking it.
Yeah, no, out loud.
You can put it on an iPod and
you couldn't put that on an iPod. That doesn't count. No, I think you have to actually say it. So I guess that kind of eats into your social life a little bit.
And there's the wearing orange as well.
Particularly frustrating, I imagine, if you're in a cinema or a library. A little bit awkward there, midway through.
Or
Star
you
Wars,
live
whatever.
next door to a bloke called Hare Krishna, who constantly thinks you're calling him.
Yeah,
that probably.
Yeah, so that's in this. I mean, I don't think we've quite done the Hare Krishna faith its full service there, but so interesting to you. I mean, you got handed a plum. You've been treated well by them.
Yeah, well, but he couldn't tell. I just wanted to know how much time it would take up. What are the benefits? What can you do? What can
Well, I
you
think
do?
the benefits are they probably don't get stressed out. They've probably got that sort of that zen, that chi-ness about them, where they try and interact and
Quite meditative.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've got some nice trainers as well, don't they, with their orange.
What are you looking for then in a faith, Karl? You say what are the benefits? I mean, obviously Catholicism, you get the communion wine and bread, so...
Yeah, but I can afford that.
Right.
Probably, just I like the Crusaders. I was forced into joining that as a kid because a mate sort of joined it, and he sort of said, "Are you joining?" I sort of swore at him. I said, "I'm not doing that." Right?
Yeah.
He said, "Right, if you don't come with me, I'll tell your mum that you just swore." So I was like, "Oh." So I went. So I went along, and they used to just go on the Friday when they played, Sabutio and stuff. And then I went on one Sunday, and it was totally different. There was no Sabutio. There was no sort of
Table tennis.
the thing where you hold a thing and knock things over. Skittles. There was all that on a Friday. Went on the Sunday. It was rubbish. He said, "Right, sit down in this room." They gave me a Bible. Thought, this looks too heavy, this is too big, I'm not interested in this book. And I never went again. I used to hide on a Sunday when they came round. And that's been the only sort of...
I suddenly, why did it suddenly turn out to have to hide on a Sunday when they're coming round?
Because they wouldn't leave. They wouldn't leave.
Who was it? Were they
house.
adults?
It was well, he seemed like an adult to me at the time, but he was probably about 27.
Well, that is an adult.
Yeah, but do you know what I mean? He seemed a lot older when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And he came knocking and that, and he used to say to me, "Mum, I'll just tell him I'm ill or something." And he used to hang around to see if I'd eventually come out to play and that. And if I did, I think they would have grabbed me and took me there.
I love the idea that for you, religion has to bring with it some kind of gift. It's like, join our faith and you get an alarm clock radio. It's like something like
I think religion does bring a gift. Usually, it's
the gift of the Lord.
Well, the gift of everlasting life, isn't it? And that's the problem with it. A lot of people believe in it because they think.
But for Karl, his feeling is like that should be a given. That's safe. I'm definitely going home with eternal life. But what else can I have? Is there an iPod?
Do you have to have a religion? Because obviously I don't have a religion. I don't miss it, and I wouldn't want one. I'm an atheist, and that's out of belief. That's out of logic, and we don't get into the politics or the morality of it. Why do you feel you need a religion? Why don't you just get a hobby?
Well, I didn't want one. I don't want one. I just was saying that, if I was to get one, which one would I go for? Is what I'm saying.
I'd like to see you perhaps as a Jew. I think Judaism would suit you well, I think.
What are the hours like for that?
Tough. Can be tricky.
That's what I mean. I don't want anything that's, And they have a day where they don't eat and stuff. I couldn't be doing that.
Incidentally, last week, you remember, we began the show by talking about knobs.
Yeah.
I think we've got a bit more knob news this week.
The knob is coming up, is it?
Knob news is on the way.
After Radiohead, more cock. Radiohead and Go to Sleep. That's not to you, please don't go to sleep. We've got another hour and 35 minutes of fun chat and great music on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Pilky, little K-Man Pilkers, little baldy twat mank whinging, a little bit bent Pilkers.
There he is.
There he is there.
Now, Rick, you may remember that last week we opened with some quality knob news.
Knob news, yeah.
It was
Hitler's knob.
Hitler's knob was one of them. That just sparked off into a whole bunch of other kind of knob-related discussions.
Yeah.
And I'm pleased so far to see that we're almost at the halfway mark for this first hour. And so far we've only talked about nudity and/or todgers.
Yeah.
So excellent work from us. Well done, lads.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Dr. Fox and the rest of the Sony award committee listening to this one.
Yeah.
But more knob news. I don't know if there's a jingle for that, maybe.
We nearly had the eye out. Knob news.
Knob news, excellent. This is an extraordinary story. A woman tried to sue her bosses for £210,000 after finding a cooked penis in a canteen stew. Hospital cleaner Sophie, something, I can't pronounce that name, was eating goulash for lunch and could not cut one of the lumps of meat. Oh, you can see where it's going.
I've got so many questions already.
I know. She picked it up and tried to chew it, but it was too tough. Then she inspected it with workmates, who all agreed it was a penis. Imagine that discussion.
Yeah.
Miss McClarter said she vomited for the rest of the day, instantly became a vegetarian, and had to have psychiatric help. It's not known whether the organ was from a human. The case continues.
Well, it can be found out, so that's one thing. Obviously, that doctors aren't confused. They're not going, I don't know, I've never seen one like it.
Yeah.
Also, why is she eating goulash?
I know.
I mean, that's my first question. Why?
Yeah.
Lunch. Oh, what do you want? Oh, no, I fancy some goulash.
Yeah. Oh, some gooly lash.
Gooly lash,
Thanks very
like
much
it.
indeed.
Lancashire cockpot
Oh,
is on the menu.
Brilliant.
Only £5.50.
Wangers and mash.
I'd love some wangers and mash, please. If you've got any knob-related puns, knob-food-related puns, then call XFM on 3426 14094.
Ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
Call Chris Miles at radio1.xfm.whinginmank.
Yeah.
Cock-co-kay.
Cock a van.
Cock-o van.
It's already done for you.
There's wangers and mash, cock-o-van, Lancashire cockpot. You know.
That's just off the top of our brains.
Yeah.
So, if you've got any of your own, keep them to yourself. We're not interested. What do you make of that, knob news?
And he's in a hospital.
I don't think so.
Oh,
yes, it was a hospital cleaner. You're right.
Oh,
cleaner.
God. I know how your mind's thinking already.
There's been a mix-up.
What kind of mix-up?
I love that. What, some bloke's gone in, some lesbian's gone in and wanted a sex change. She's got a carrot for a cock.
Stewing steak.
Stewing steak. Oh, that would be great. You're not a doctor, you butcher. It's not funny.
There was some other news, whilst we're doing the knob news, just cram this one in. There was some story on some news website about some lad who wasn't happy with what he'd been given.
Right.
What do you mean? He had an op?
No, he wanted to have an op.
He wasn't happy with what God had given him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the Lord had popped downstairs for him?
Sure.
And,
Sorry, no, wait a minute. Was he a bloke who wanted it?
yeah, a fella.
And what he wanted, he didn't want a knob, or he wanted a bigger knob?
Wanted a bigger one.
Right, okay.
And, cost £5,000.
Right.
And they made a mess of it.
Well, how do they make a mess of it?
Don't know, it came out smaller than they went in with.
Well, no, what do you mean?
I don't know all the ins and outs.
Oh, God.
It's just he borrowed the money off his
There's
mum.
been a slight mix-up.
He borrowed the money off his mum.
I love that.
How bad is that?
What do you want for your birthday, son?
Yeah.
Interesting. Thanks, Mum, for asking.
A couple of bits of news as well. Hello, Doctor. How did it go? Well, firstly, don't look under the bandages and don't have the goulash for lunch.
It was smaller than you went in
Mum,
with.
you got $5,000. Why? Just give me fucking up. Tell me what it's for.
You can have it if you tell me what it's for.
Well, look at that. Oh, you need a bigger one. Yeah, definitely. There's the money.
Yeah.
On you go. Nothing can go wrong. What did he say to the doctor then? That's rubbish.
I didn't read all the ins and outs. I just, like I said, I saw it.
Just looked at the picture.
Well, I want a picture.
But you just thought, well, thanks for it. You just thought you'd pop that one in. Thanks.
Yeah, that's the end. Knob News Extra. Play record, Carl.
So if you've got any knob news, we've got one more show left. Send that to ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk and we'll hopefully get that knob news on air next week.
Yeah. All right.
Some Dizzy Rascal.
Oh, Dizzy Rascal, yeah, he's one of the hot new English rappers. Let's play it. Dizzy Rascal, apparently, according to Karl, he hails from Bow, if he's listening. Good work. You have a number 3 hit with that. XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais reading a magazine, Karl Pilkington, in a good mood today, so everything to play for. Some adverts.
Steve reckons, in ancient Greece, right, it was better to shag a bloke than a woman. And I went, well, yeah. I mean, that's about the male being sort of a first-class citizen, much better, wasn't it? An aspiration
the
to sleep with a beautiful man than a beautiful woman.
Women were lower-class citizens, so therefore men were seen as higher class. So to have sexual relations with a man, there was no shame in that.
No.
In fact, it was looked upon.
And I said, well, ancient Rome. I said, Nero, he sit in his big jacuzzi and he used to get, pretty boy men to just go into the water and just nibble at his testicles while he was having a watch.
He didn't do that.
He did.
No.
Yeah.
And he's not a gay fella.
No, well, no. I mean, I don't know about Nero, but I mean, it wasn't a case of a big delineation between what was heterosexual and what was gay. It was just, whatever you.
So what did this fella do then? This one who's having his.
Well, he was pretty much top boy, Nero, for a while.
He was in charge.
And, and you did what you're told. If Caesar or.
But why were people going round there? Why didn't they go? Oh.
No, they weren't dropping in. It wasn't like the door was opening. I was going to see what Nero's doing. It's not like when I pop in here to see you.
Normally what would happen is he'd say, "Come back to my place. I got a book for you."
Yeah.
You pop in,
but
he'd come out in his pants. Elton John would be on.
You'd have probably been like a delivery boy or a stable boy or something. And you'd have popped round there and you'd have gone, there right, Nero, there's the tablets of stone you wanted. And they go, Pilkington, why you are here? Pop under, I don't know why he's French.
What is that?
I don't know why he's French. Just pop under the water and nibble at my testicles and you'd have done it.
Because he was Nero.
I wouldn't.
He would have.
There's no way I would have done.
Well, you would have.
What have I done? I've dropped a pizza off.
Yeah, you pop around to Nero's place with the pizza.
Right, I'd say I've done my job. Right?
Yeah.
That's not the sort of tip I wanted.
No, he'd have said, get the little baldy chap to nibble at my testicles, and you'd have run the water.
I wouldn't have done it.
No,
well, you
I me head on the
right.
I wouldn't have done it.
Can I just say this, Steve? Not only would you be nibbling at his testicles, you'd have been going mad. You'd have been noshing him just for extra. You'd have been doing everything he wanted. You'd have been going, he'd have gone, I didn't ask you to do that. You'd have been going mental. They'd have been chewing, slurping, smacking, poking. You'd have chopped, you'd have gnawed his packet off. You'd think you were eating Walker's crisps. There'd be bubbles, there'd be blood. Oh, it'd be horrible.
Beatles from the soundtrack to The Yellow Submarine, actually, and that's Hey Bulldog.
On XFM 104.9, our last show, maybe. Me, Ricky, Steve, and little Karl. Alright, Karl? But that book, that wasn't a fake. It wasn't like just a ruse to get you back to show you me and dancing in my pants to Elton John. It's that.
What was your girlfriend doing during that instantly?
I think she was just getting on with sort of like packing up sort of boxes because we were moving. So sure. I don't think.
Well, she's seen it all before.
Yeah. And the book was. Do you remember that book that I showed you? That it was A Man's Body, an Owner's Manual, and it's just like loads of stats. And there's one in there.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Guinness Book of Records of
men. Yeah, there's one section there. That was,
sorry, hang on. It's not like Guinness Book of Records of men. That just sounds a little bit like you and I were sat around your house looking at a big book, picturing men.
A big man book.
The big man book.
He is a big man, isn't he? Yeah. He should be on the front cover.
Yeah, it was a book more about the kind of physical body and
exactly, biology and social and, sex and all that sort of stuff. And
we didn't look at the sex.
Which is where we got the knob news for today from. Right? This is true, right? I read that you'll have someone's eye out, knob news. Then you've got the jingle.
Yeah.
I read that the smallest ever functioning penis, right, was under 3/4 of an inch when erect.
Extraordinary.
That is bad luck, isn't it? And it's a micro penis, so it's perfectly scaled down. Just a little look at Karl's face.
Well, couldn't the fella have said, look, right, I'm not happy about it, so don't print it. It's not the sort of press people want, is it?
There wasn't a picture of him. It was anonymous. They didn't read the book and at work next day and go, look at this, Frank. What? Smallest ever penis, half an inch. He didn't go, it's me. He just went, yeah, loser.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anyway, let's have a shower. I'm alright. I'm alright. He must have had to have a little jod with a pair of tweezers.
Yeah, presumably.
Because you couldn't even get a fist. I mean,
No.
that is bad luck, isn't it?
Was he a good-looking fella?
What would you do, right, if he invited you round and said, right, and he was like the king, right, and he went, oh, Karl, can you just go in there and just nibble at it? And you've gone under the water, and you're just about to nibble at it, and you come up and you go, that's tiny. Would you be disappointed or relieved?
Right, well, that wouldn't happen.
No! Karl, I'm saying if it did, would you be disappointed? Would you go, oh, that, I can't even get, I don't know where to start with that? Or would you go, oh, thank God it's not a big one?
You've got to remember that he's the emperor. So you've got to do what he says or he'll have you killed.
What would you do? Would you go, oh, I lovely set of tackle, or, oh, it's not as big as I wanted, or would you secretly think, I'm glad it's not big because I didn't want to, because I'm not that guy?
I'm not even gonna think about it, because I wouldn't do it. I know I wouldn't do it, even back then.
Even back then? What do you mean?
Even
Well,
What?
When was Nero at it? What?
Well, the Roman Empire was sort of like 2000.
Well, it stretched
up
for
to
years.
about, yeah. So,
It's a long time ago.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
You'd have to.
I always remember, we're still doing Knob News?
Yeah.
Just
It's just
Knob
some
News extra.
Knob News extra.
The first cut is the deepest.
Let's hear it, Rick.
On this album as well is The Killing of George. You know, Georgie Part 1 and 2, remember? About the gay bloke. Georgie Boy was gay, I guess. His favourite song. Karl's favourite song,
Yeah.
right? And I was going, oh yeah, I remember that, yeah. I said about, and I said, did not intend to take his life. He just pushed it when he gets mugged and killed. Do you know what he said?
Go on.
I was sitting outside, I was singing, and he went, well, as I said, they go out too late.
They go out too late.
He meant gay people go out too late. He went, no, they do. I went, what do you mean? He said, well, they're always out, they go out when people are coming home. He said, if he'd have been in bed by 10, he'd still be alive today.
That's a sobering lesson.
And he went,
Karl.
there's one that works here and he's shattered every Monday.
Oh, if you're gay and you're listening, just be in bed earlier.
Yeah.
Karl, when sensible people go out.
Yeah.
You're right, we're not on the continent, Karl,
If you're gay and you're not in bed by 10, go home.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Now, right, okay, it's the film review. Karl, you just tell it from the heart. Tell us what you thought about the film, what you thought the...
Can I just ask, is this the first time you'd seen Gladiator? You'd never seen it before?
No.
Okay. And what were your thoughts?
Okay. The film review. Gladiator.
It's alright. Nothing great. It's like an old, sort of an old version of Rocky done in the olden days, really.
Right.
A bloke fighting other people.
Sure.
How sort of well known is the story? Do you reckon people know the basics?
Well, just very quickly, just do the
Right,
plot.
quickly. There's a guy called Max.
Maximus, yeah.
Yeah. There's Caesar, and there's Caesar's kid, and Max goes to war, sort of wins it, comes back. Caesar says, you're good at what you do. I wish my son was as good as you. So I want you to be in charge when I die. His kid finds out, a bit annoyed about it, kills his dad, because he don't want anyone to hear that he said that he wants him to be in charge.
Yeah.
So his kid gets in charge and thinks, I'll show you. You're not going to be king, I am. You're going to be a slave or something. And then, next thing you see is...
Sorry, can I just stop there? My only thought is the film's 3 hours long, so maybe we shouldn't go through the whole plot, right?
We've done the first 10 minutes, but
Yeah.
go on. So, yeah, he's a slave and then...
Yeah, but then, that was an interesting bit that I thought, right? I mean, I was watching this with a girlfriend, she was already annoyed because she wanted to watch Friends on E4.
Okay. Yeah. It was a good episode as well this week.
Was it?
Yeah.
Don't tell her that.
Okay.
Right, so she was annoyed and she said, come on then, put it on. And I got it wrong straight away because it says on the back 149, so I thought that was an hour and 49 minutes. It turned out it was 149. No, I thought it was 1 hour 49.
Yeah.
But it was 149 minutes.
Sure.
So it overran anyway.
By 40 minutes.
Yeah. So anyway, the interesting bit was where he was going across the desert on a horse. And I think to show you how long he'd been going across the desert on his horse, he's showing you a shot of the horse's knees and they were bleeding. And I just wondered whether that's what horses do if they run for a long time. Do you know?
I don't. Good.
Right, so anyway, so he goes on, he keeps going on like this. He's a slave, and then he has a fight at the end with the Caesar's kid, and he kills him. And that's how it ended.
Okay, good. What did you think of it? Just generally, what bits... What do you think was wrong with it?
Right, well, I've read up on it, and there's already a fact that is wrong.
Right.
Caesar's kid, he didn't actually kill his dad. His dad died of a natural death.
Right, in real life, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
And, what's Caesar's kid's name? Comedian or something?
I think it's comedian, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where the name comes from. When a funny person is called a comedian.
He didn't actually get killed in real life by Max.
No.
He died by his sister poisoning him, and he didn't die. No.
Are you saying that this is not a historical document?
It's wrong.
All over the place.
Yeah.
Well, next week I'm giving you Braveheart, and that is actually true. That is factually accurate.
I can't handle it.
It is. It was a little Australian fella that helped him out.
Just for people who watched it, you know that the guy, Caesar's kid.
Yeah.
He died. His sister tried to poison him. That didn't work. Apparently, he was a gay fella, and his boyfriend, who was a wrestler, strangled him.
Where did you get this information?
On the internet. I thought I'd look it up to see how much of it I actually got right.
Yes.
And that's what I read.
Okay, so out of 10?
5.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's no good. I wouldn't get it out. It's annoying the way it says, like, you know, this film's got to be seen at the cinema, because I saw it at home, and I don't think I missed out on anything.
Very good point. I think that's probably the point they're making, but yours is valid too. We'll play a record, and after that, I'm going to ask you about Rasputin, the Mad Monk. Go on, then.
When things like that happen, right?
He doesn't quite sing, does he? He's sort of
talking.
It's like pulling your punch. My spoon is my way from everything. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? He can't actually...
He's not actually singing, it's talking. It's kind of talking the words.
Yeah.
But he knew Buddy, apparently, and he toured with him. So.
I am an antichrist. I'm an antichrist. He never quite finished. It's lovely.
No, he's great.
He's got no breath.
But it's the adverts in between.
He is 73 though.
He's amazing for it.
Doing well, isn't he?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I mean, he's a good.
Sorry, who's 73?
Des O'Connor.
Is he seriously?
Yeah, I think so.
Amazing.
Yeah, he's
Amazing.
doing well.
Yeah, good luck to him.
Sorry,
A toast to Des O'Connor.
Yeah.
Raise your glasses, and all you listening at home. So
I'd love to see him interview Louise Woodward.
Yeah, indeed.
Do you want to hear some Louise Woodward? I have had some calls.
But I don't know if they're true or not, though, do you? What
No,
did
it's
you
true.
hear?
Well, I think one of the...
we
studying
mustn't.
law...
No, we mustn't say that shop that she works in.
No, wouldn't say that. But
in case it's...
I'm sure I read the same thing, Steve. Someone said they read that she was studying law, and I think I read that because she knows so much about it.
Yeah.
Now she decided
known
to
through
go
the system, yeah.
You never know when it
study
comes in
herself.
useful.
But she has been spotted in various parts of the country selling all manner of things.
Okay, brilliant.
And, so who
What,
knows?
door to door?
Yeah, exactly.
Hello, I'm from Mothercare.
We've got to stop this now. We've got to stop this now. It's not
Okay,
fair.
that's that, yeah.
It's all water under the bridge.
Anyway, let's play a record. Let's play a record, Claire. No, I'll talk about it later.
We're scared
I think,
now.
Yeah, we've just got ourselves in trouble. I think we just need to go and consult our lawyers.
Would you like some Peter Gabriel?
Oh, this is a beautiful track. And it was actually in Vanilla Sky, so a bit of resurgence. This is Salisbury Hill. Brilliant. Peter Gabriel, what a lovely track that is. Salisbury Hill on XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Claire Sturgis.
You know, if Karl was here, do you know what he'd want now?
Probably ads, no.
Some adverts.
Yeah. Do you want some now?
Oh, it's what Karl would have wanted.
Okay. For Karl, then, some ads.
Placebo and Bitter End. XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Claire Sturgis in for Karl Pilkington.
Doing a good
who's
job.
in Madeira.
Indeed. Is that where the cake's from?
Yeah, it's named after, I think, yeah.
Excellent,
Yeah.
excellent.
It's nice, lovely. It's sort of,
I don't know where Madeira is.
it's sort of off Africa.
Okay.
But it's, I think,
There are a lot of
Portuguese.
old people go there.
There are a lot of old people there. There are a lot of
Well,
old people
Karl
there.
is essentially a
He's old
50-year-old
before his time,
man in the body
yeah.
of a 30-year-old.
Yeah.
I know, yeah. I think it...
Whereas Ricky Gervais...
Whoa. Party by the pool, it was. It was actually really good. I'd much prefer that than, we went to, Greece once, and we wandered in this place by mistake, going through this, and it was just full of people in Everton shirts and Liverpool shirts and just drinking lager. Like, oh, where's the fun in that? And just, I can't, the idea of Butlins, millions of families screaming around would drive me mental.
Butlins is the most extraordinary place I've ever been to. I went there with a bunch of friends.
We can't slag it off, but I mean, not Butlins specifically, just anything.
No, I'm not slagging Butlins off.
No.
It's just
But
it was just
I've never been to
an
Butlins.
extraordinary
Yeah.
place. The bars themed. One bar themed in the Wild West style.
Brilliant.
But a tribute band to Status Quo playing.
Really?
It was extraordinary. So you walk in the swing doors, and there's Status Quo playing, and everyone else is, all the staff dressed in cowboy outfits, and cowgirl outfits, serving drinks.
I've told you this before, but I sneaked into Butlins. We sneaked in one night, and we didn't know what was on, and they were serving lager and chips, and there's just loads of families and lots of northern men in short sleeve shirts and kids running around and stuff. And so they just arranged the chairs in the sort of dance hall, and they went, and now, ladies and gentlemen, the entertainment for this evening is David Copperfield, not the magician. And it was the bloke from Three of a Kind.
Of course.
He came out, he did it all, he did all the jokes, he did all the, hello, how are you? Oh, you're nice. You know, to people in the audience. And then his finale was he stood on a chair because there wasn't a stage, and he did classical gas, seriously, on guitar. And then they went out, right, and he went, thanks for it. He went off, and they stopped clapping, and he came back on to get his jacket.
Oh dear! Oh no!
Yeah, it was great. There was also a girl-boy duo in blue satin called Joint Effort, which I was loving. And at the end, right, I think it was on a Saturday night, so people were leaving sort of the next day, or Friday night, they're leaving the next day, and the kids and that were sort of like going to Redcoats, and they were crying. Right, and all the Redcoats and Joint Effort, and they did We Are the World.
Oh wow!
Amazing. I think we should go straight into it, Karl. I think we should do the competition. There's Karl in the corner.
It seems a little premature. Doesn't it?
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I
Do you
think
reckon
so.
it's so
Yeah,
good? We should tease it out of them.
Well, it's a big thing.
It's just that I've got absolutely nothing to say.
Sure.
I haven't really...
Well, I mean, like often I know you all have spoken to Karl in the week. This week, for some reason, I've been speaking to him.
Oh, right.
I spoke briefly to him about Michael Jackson and the documentary.
Yeah.
Now, of course, I thought that was extraordinary.
Amazing.
And I asked
Amazing
Karl's
piece of
opinion.
work. Yeah.
And he didn't mention to me the fact that Michael Jackson likes to climb up in trees.
No.
He didn't mention anything about his bizarre relationship with children. He didn't mention anything about his obsessive billionaire spending sprees.
Right.
He didn't mention anything about the mannequins he has in his thing, or the fact that he drives around his sort of 7 hotel suites in Las Vegas in a little kind of old people's scooter. The only thing of note for Karl was he said to me, "Did you notice how big his hands are?"
I'll tell you what, though, I did.
What? How are you looking? The man's got like a face that he's had reconstructed. Well, I can't even say that. It's libelous.
Yeah,
But,
he hasn't.
He's got an old
he's had two nose
face.
jobs. Yeah.
And you're looking at his hands.
But I think it's because you look at him and he looks a bit like... there's a bit of androgyny there, but it's sort of like it is quite a petite sort of old lady's face in a way, but then you see these labourers' hands come out. That's always the way with a tranny, isn't it? You know what I mean?
What, you can't accuse him of being a tranny?
No, he's not. No, he's not.
What are you saying?
No, I know he's
got
not.
enough issues. Now you're accusing him of being a tranny.
I like him. I thought he came out that brilliant. I thought it was really... I really felt sorry for him. No, I think he cleared up a few things as far as I'm concerned. I thought it was a fascinating piece of work. But I did like the shopping spree. That was great.
Extraordinary, because he's
just
got
going
such
around
bad
just
taste.
pointing. I know it was bad taste, wasn't it? It was like one of those bazaar shops.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's anything, sort of a gift shop, but they're trying to make it look like Ming.
But and
And it's sprayed gold.
If he'd been living in a trailer park, he'd have been ordering, one of those porcelain dolls dressed like a Harley Davidson bike rider, or an Elvis commemorative plate. It was the kind of billionaire equivalent of that.
But the hands were a giveaway. It's the same as those sort of
What do you mean that hands
transvestites.
were
Well,
giveaway?
it's like you get.
What was it about his hands? I didn't
Well,
even see his
when you
hands.
get like a cab driver or something, right? And he decides to turn transvestite about 60, and he goes on Kilroy.
Do you know what I mean? It's that way. He got a twin set of pearls and he goes, I've never felt so comfortable. But his hands are still big. He's got a little wig and he's got the lipstick on and he's with his teenage kids who are going, kill me.
Do you think he's been having surgery on his hands to make them larger?
Bigger, yeah.
Is that why he was wearing that glove through most of the
Exactly. But I think he wants to be a goalkeeper.
Right.
And they said, well, you can't, Michael, you got a big hands.
It would help him climb the trees.
Yeah. And he can play tennis now without a racket.
Yeah. So what did you make of it, Karl? Were you intrigued?
Michael Jackson thing. It's, it was all right.
The brilliant Blur, Out of Time on XFM 104.9. There was a big bust up in the week.
I'm only allowed to wind him up. I'm not allowed to wind him up socially now. I'm not allowed to. What am I not allowed to do socially?
I think squeezing the head. Socially, has been crossed off.
Right, okay, and I agreed to that because it got to a head where, Karl was really upset and he was thinking of just giving it all in, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, why was that?
Because you were just winding me up too much.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want to bring it all up again?
I don't mind, what was I doing?
It was just...
I should say now that there was a conversation where we were all sort of really walking on eggshells. It was frosty. It was a conference call, and Karl was on one end. And I'll tell you, I was very much a media. I was very much a UN mediator.
What do you think of that?
It was difficult to sort of keep it serious when I'm saying stuff like, "I'm sick of you putting a Burger King bag on my head." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a part of me that's like, I can't believe we're doing this.
What I like about it is that I'm laughing and going, well, I won't do that anymore. And he's going, you can still do it on air. And like today, I came in, I went to squeeze it. He went at 1 o'clock. I love those rules. Yeah, I love those rules.
Well, between the hours of 1 and 3 on a Saturday, you can squeeze his head. You can put a Burger King back on his...
I can't wait. It's terrible. Oh dear.
That all started last week as well, really, because I got in a bit earlier to do an edit for you on some track that had swearing in it, right? Yeah. So I get in early, he comes in, first thing he does is go to sort of squeeze me head. And my reaction was, not now, do it later. As if it's all right to do it later. Yeah. So that's kind of what made me think this isn't normal.
We should just point out, when we say squeezing your head, what exactly does that mean?
I put my hand on the front. I do 2 experiments, right? Yeah. One is the side, because you can crush an egg sideways, so I think that's more dangerous. Right. And I actually put my elbows out, and I pressed like a vice, and I really go for it until it really hurts. And the front one it shouldn't hurt so much, if my experiment's right. I don't know.
Well, it was all this that sort of, built up.
Sure. And the research that you're doing there, Rick, is that going to be available online at some point?
Well, that was the problem. That's what I was saying to him, because it kind of started last week.
Well, it's been going on since we've known you.
Yeah, really? Yeah, but
I just upped it last week.
It got out of hand a bit.
I upped it to when I think it got to ahead on Thursday when I filmed it.
That was it, yeah.
That's right, yeah.
I brought in the cameraman to film me torturing him. And there was some people from the 6th floor being shown round.
Yeah, some management and that, showing probably clients round. Sort of, they've probably been on all the different floors, same what all the different radio stations do. This is XFM, the sort of this sort of noise going on.
Yeah.
You see them all look down and saying, don't do that, right?
Sure.
They might want to spend a load of money.
Yeah.
And he's doing that, he's wrestling with me, he's filming it. So that's when I just thought,
It's mad, isn't it?
And then when we were having the argument on the phone, I was saying, has this been some sort of experiment?
Yeah.
He did. He said that, and of course I lost it.
Yeah,
but it's all good now.
Well, do you want to squeeze his head before we play the next?
I won't at the moment because we've got to get on. It's not right, and that annoyed me as well because I was trying to find out where he was going. I was filming him. I was going on waiting for Karl. Told Johnny he's meeting a mate at 6, which annoys me on 2 counts. And I'm just doing it to the camera, So I'm gonna follow him and just turn up and go. All right, where you been? But then when I came in, he went, I'm meeting a mate, and he told me where it was. So I told him that spoils my fun.
Of course. Because you'd want to just track him down.
I don't want him to like it.
Yeah.
Where's the one?
Oh, what? Not like the shadow that got fed up and started pushing kids off bikes.
Rick, I think you're referring to stuff that no one made sense of last week.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think we should refer to last week.
Let's play Mock Turtles. Can you dig it? And then we'll come back and we'll talk about that.
And
I've come to the conclusion, Rick, we should never refer to stuff Karl said in the past because it would just take too long to explain.
Okay, all right, that's fair enough. Foo Fighters. All My Life on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me, Steve Merchant, and of course, Karl Pilkington. Ooh, have we got a show for you today?
What have we got planned?
Loads of stuff, and 2 hours of it.
Right.
And all the records.
Specifically, what sort of stuff have you planned for us? Because I know you've been working hard.
What have you done?
I've been busy this week. I've been house hunting, I've been various things, but I know you've had the whole week off.
Right.
So what have you been up to?
Go on, Karl. Karl, tell them what we've got. Tell them what we've planned, all the stuff you've done.
What have you got?
But Rick, specifically, what have you come up with? Quick, because people are getting bored. Tell us what you've...
I've come up with the music.
Right. Obviously, we've already planned that. We planned that last week, so that's all done. But what have you yourself contributed to today's show?
I got a text message today from Ross Noble. You know Ross Noble, the comedian. It was on. Have I got news for you?
Right.
He says, ask Karl if he woke up with ladies' boobs, would he just put a dress on and live as a lady, or would he just be a man but with these boobs?
Karl, it's a good question. I know that happened to Ross, so he's throwing that one out at you.
It did in a way, because he ate pizzas for a year, didn't he?
Yes, he did, yeah.
And he got a lovely pair of breasts. Yeah. Go on.
Probably just find a loose-fitting jumper, go to the doctor's.
What would you say to the doctor? How would you explain this phenomenon to the doctor? So you'd be happy with this because you believe in shite, like
No.
Go on.
But
what?
it can happen because I told you a couple of weeks ago how that can happen.
What?
How you can wake up with breasts if you're a fella. I told you.
Go on.
Haven't you remembered?
No, I funny that, isn't it? Go on.
Have you, Steve?
No, I don't remember this. Did you tell us on air?
Yeah. It can happen if you go to Argentina and have a steak. You can wake up with breasts because
I'm sure I'd have remembered
Karl,
that.
pull the other one. Look, he likes that.
Is that what you've come up with this week? That joke?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Play a record. It's going to be a dynamite show.
Listen, look, I'm going to play some classic tunes today. I'm going to educate the youngsters, Steve. Right, now, you've all heard of Lou Reed, you've all heard of Velvet Underground, but, have you heard of Venus in Furs, Karl?
Shiny, shiny, shiny boots of leather.
Oh, and the very hot chilies there.
Oh, yeah, indeed.
The Zephyr song, Red Hot Chili Peppers on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant.
Hello there.
Over there, little Karl Pilkington.
Indeed.
See the write-up in Heat this week?
No, is it good stuff?
Basically Karl's show.
Yes.
Which is fair enough.
No, I mean, he's the only one doing any work.
I know.
He's the only one contributing.
We thought no one had noticed, but Heat were on it straight away.
Yeah.
They picked out. I read it to him over the phone. It said 2 hours of black music and everything like. Karl Pilkington, he does Educating Ricky, where a strand where he educates Ricky, and Rockbusters, which is loosely based on Blockbusters. Says basically you'll be tuning in for that. And I read that to Karl, and he went, oh. And I was going to drop it.
You weren't, were you, Karl?
So he believed the hype.
Yeah, I think you've got to, I mean, it's like...
You've got to mix it up, is what you're saying.
A
Keep it
lot of
fresh.
people are saying to you at the moment, are you going to do another series of The Office? It's kind of like that. I've got to decide whether it's right to move on with it or do something different.
Is he dead in the water? Yeah. So what's your decision? I mean, maybe, are you...
We'll probably keep it for this week.
Sure.
And see how it goes.
Okay. You've got anything else on the back burner? Any other ideas?
Nothing.
You're
I'm still
empty.
sort of. Do you know I came up with a load of game items?
Well, I remember there was one that was based on fast food.
There was, the rice is right.
The rice is right. Now, just run the rules past me again. We had to identify whether it was a Chinese
Pilau
meal.
rice or steam rice. Well,
Either
basically, it was a Chinese restaurant or an Indian restaurant.
But is it true that you played this at home with your girlfriend and it was clear you could always tell which was which? Because one had an Indian sounding thing and the other was Chinese sounding.
No, I managed to, it did work once. I managed to pick some sort of duck dish that
Yes.
sounded a bit Indian.
Right.
But then
Other
it
than
sort
that.
of...
Wasn't
Fell apart.
Bombay duck, was it? Which is actually a piece of fish. You don't know. He wouldn't let me put, that whipped cream in the fridge.
I saw that. I thought that's fun.
Yeah, he wouldn't let me put it on him a shaving foam.
Oh.
Yeah, but every week we have this. Do you know the other week, Steve? I didn't tell you this, right? He comes in, straight away, I'm trying to talk about sorting the show out, what we're going to do, how we're going to keep it good for 2 hours and that. Grabs a pen, he says, let me draw 666 on your head.
Because you can see the scalp.
I said, don't do that. He goes, all right, then how about we meet halfway, put 333. Every week it's the same thing.
But I quite like the cream. Did you get any cream on him at all?
No,
Is it the spray cream?
Yeah, he said no.
Carl, could I just make some, just spray on some glasses? Just some round glasses on your face.
Father Christmas!
Hello.
It's nearly Christmas, hello!
Come on, it is Ricky Gervais' show.
Yeah, should we play a record and then come back to this mayhem?
It's crazy mayhem.
Yeah. Foo Fighters, All My Life on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant. And, Karl Pilkington.
Indeed.
Genius Karl Pilkington, as
Yes.
Heat magazine said.
Really? Is that what
Yeah.
he's referred to now?
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah. Genius. Saying about people tune in just to hear his games,
Yeah.
such as Educating Ricky. Have you got some Educating Ricky for me?
Got some education.
I need some education, Carl.
That's
I
kind of like
desperately need some education. I want to learn about Chinese kids that are born hairier than average. I want to hear about deaf girls that can hear after their mum hits their head against a wall. These are the things I need to know.
I mean, I don't wish to be disrespectful. He doesn't look like a genius.
He doesn't look like
But then I don't know what a genius looks like.
Exactly.
So,
Steve.
you know, I don't want to be an
Look at Einstein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His mum thought he was mental as a child.
Where'd you get that information from?
That was in the Einstein book.
Well, it was in the Einstein book, then it's presumably true.
Which Einstein book is that? His Theory of Relativity?
The big book of Einstein stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the big bumper book of Einstein stuff. It's for a coach trip, and you have to fill in E equals MC1 squared, 2 fish, or 3 hello, and then it's multiple choice, and you fill it. It's great. Did
his mum think A, he was a genius, B, mental?
Most people go for A, but it is in fact B. She thought he was mental at the age of 28. Oh, Carl, you never let me down. You never let me down. So have you got Educating Ricky for me?
We've got Educating Ricky coming up.
We've got Rockbusters.
We've got Rockbusters.
Great
As seen and talked about in Heat.
In Heat magazine.
It's got really tough this week now. We're not messing about anymore.
Right.
There's that one that a bloke, right, was going to get a phone call at 4 o'clock to find out if his business was, okay, right? And if he didn't get the phone call, he knew he was broke, destitute. So dead on 4 o'clock, the phone didn't ring, so he went up to the roof of his office and he jumped off to commit suicide. And as he was passing his window, the phone was ringing.
Oh, no.
Carl, it didn't happen. Man alive, I went to see the last part of the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Why?
Well, it's like a family thing now. Every Christmas, my family and I have been going to see the Lord of the Rings, the next instalment. It's like a family thing.
What will you do if they keep making them?
Oh, I'd say I've wasted now about 10 hours of my life with that tripe.
You can never get that back.
I can never get that back. That's what Peter Jackson owes me. 10 hours now he owes me of my life. It is absolute drivel.
Well, I know.
We've said this before. I don't want to harp on again about it, but I cannot fathom why everyone is so excited and loves these films so much. Like you say, people review saying it's the best film ever. I think this is the greatest movie I'll ever see. And I don't... It's like they go, but look at all the fight sequences.
But Tolkien being up there in literature, like, you know what I mean? It's sort of like Shakespeare. Tolkien. No!
Yeah.
No.
But what is it that he's writing about exactly?
I don't know.
Little midget fellas who can't get shoes. I mean, I've got big feet. I've got size 14. I can get shoes.
Oh, God.
Send off from mail order.
I know, it is like, it's like, Harry Potter taken seriously.
Yeah.
But I know who's watching it. It's like these people who are watching it are obviously nerds, people who live in Forbidden Planet. They love it. They can't believe their luck.
But
it's
that's
like,
the core audience, but it's obviously bigger than that.
But then it's also people who can think they have a go, like menopausal women thinking, well, I'll write a book then. the Globling came into the cave.
Exactly.
Right? And they're sort of like 13-year-old sons who've never shown an interest in anything except glue now writes Orc
Yeah, exactly.
on his exercise book, and so they're loving it. It's like,
it's sort of uniting, bringing people together. But at the end, right, I mean, it's taken them now like 9 hours to get from one part of Middle-earth to the end, to the other end, so they can destroy the ring, the evil ring.
Did they do a line? Was it?
I don't know what they...
Like these little Chinese fellas.
And it's taken them 9 hours of their time and my life as well to get there. And at the end, they all say
They
goodbye
do it in real time. Why did they edit it?
I mean, that's what it felt like. It really... It can't have... It must have taken them less time, within the sort of logic of the book to get there than it did for me to watch it. And at the end, they sort of say goodbye to each other and they all hug. So there's like, there's little midget one, Frida, saying goodbye to, Bjorn.
What are they
Benny.
called in the thing? Because are they PC in it? Are they called like midgets and dwarves?
No, they're called hobbits.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
So we should call small people hobbits from now on.
That's what they are, just to make it kind of topical, and they'll like that as well. Give them sort of,
So if you see a little, on the way home, if you saw a little
midget fella,
4 foot midget fella, just say, excuse me, hobbit.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
call
fine
him
then.
Frodo. Right, Frodo. He'd like it. He'd love it because everyone loves the Lord of the Rings.
They love it. No, everyone loves the Lord of the Rings.
In the end, if you ever get to the end, they all hug each other. They say, well, basically Frodo has to say goodbye to all his other little fellas, and so he's hugging them. I don't know how many of them there are, and he's hugging them, right? And it is the most interminable thing I've ever seen. It's like the music's playing. They look into each other's eyes. He hugs them. He hugs. They pull back. They look at each other again. That's like, we'll never see each other again. Then he hugs the next one, and I was just screaming. I was thinking, hug, just one big group hug.
Yeah.
Then we can get out of
Like
it.
an American football team.
Exactly.
Just go.
And they just go off.
Yeah, knock
Not
heads.
each individual one. I mean, it's
Oh.
dragging on and on
God.
and on. And apparently on the DVD, there's like an extra sort of 20 minutes of extra footage of scenes he's cut out. Who's watching this tripe? Who cares?
I don't know.
I genuinely,
Have we lost some of our popularity by slagging off Lord of the Rings?
I don't care. Screw them. If you love it, if you can't live without Lord of the Rings, screw you. I don't want you as a listener. I can't fathom it. Really, Rick, it's not like I'm trying to be wayward or controversial. I can't get my head around the popularity.
But doesn't Harry Potter annoy you as well, though?
Yeah, but at least it's kind of
reading that on
over
the
in an hour
tube.
and a half.
Is it? I haven't seen it.
And I went to the toilet 3 times during the course of the film.
Really?
It's unbelievable. The woman sat next to me.
Sexy stuff in it, was there?
Some of those little pixies with the pointed ears. It just took me back to all, Mr. Spock. Oh, all those glorious days. But
dear.
it really is just. I mean, have you seen any of them? You've not bothered.
I've seen one, and it was long, and I thought it was nicely filmed, and I thought, well, okay, I'll just get through it. I even think, it was just a list of, and here come the orcs.
Exactly.
Right, okay, we see the orcs now. Yeah.
But it's like people go, look at the amazing fight sequences, the amazing immense battles. And it's true, he's got thousands of actors and stuff on horses, brilliant. But I'm not impressed by good time management.
No.
Well done, he's got all those people together, he's orchestrated it, well done. But
Yeah.
it's got to be more interesting. My friend summed it up. He said the Lord of the Rings films, they're like the film equivalent of an Enya song.
Yeah.
And that to me is exactly right. Lots
exactly.
of billowing dresses, slow
Yeah.
musical moments.
That's good.
People riding majestically on horses.
Enya.
Constantly riding majestically everywhere.
Dido's taken over from Enya in that.
Well,
So
possibly
I've got
so.
a confession to make.
Go on.
I like that latest Dido song.
I'll play it song. Let me just,
I
I've got to talk to you about it.
know. I thought I'd never. I don't
Rick,
know
what's
what to
going on?
say.
Let me explain something to you about Dido.
Oh, God. Biting Bottles, Richard Ashcroft on XFM.
We've had an email which I suppose puts my hatred of Lord of the Rings into perspective. It says, yeah, you may have spent 10 hours of your life wasting your time with Lord of the Rings, but imagine how many hours of people's lives this show, have wasted for our listeners.
Yeah, that's true,
Well, I
yeah.
suppose it does, balance.
2
it out.
hours a week for a couple of years.
We can never give that back to people.
I know, it shows it mounts up, doesn't it?
Yeah. We should be doing some kind of community service for people, maybe popping around.
Well, this is community service, isn't it? Because Karl, it makes his brain work a little bit,
True.
and it keeps him, from going on holiday, sort of for 2 hours a week, which is good.
Really, it's about some monkey. I think it was a chimp.
Who's an ape? Go on.
He tried to. The story sets off at a sort of a weird thing.
Yeah.
It's something about he went to Russia to do some business.
What are you talking about, Karl?
He jumped past that bit though. It didn't start there.
What are you?
Do you know what I mean? It didn't tell you what he was doing. It just said, "There's this monkey. Went to Russia
to do some business,
I know.
do some stuff.
I don't know.
Bit of monkey business." And anyway, didn't work out.
So, they were furious. We wanted a surgeon. You send us a monkey.
Anyway, ended up being homeless.
Oh,
No,
it's always taking a turn for the worst.
What? Couldn't even get into like a tree hostel or anything like that.
That's
But there's the microphone moving
Yeah, I
now, that's
know.
the squeaking going
Oh,
on.
I've broken
You've
the
broken the
CD.
CD rack. You
I
could
know.
actually, of course, you could move the CD rack by getting up and moving it. No, that's too much effort. You've got to try and do that whilst angled on the seat.
I'm nearly laying down.
It's almost horizontal. It's the most you can get.
Well, I'll tell you what. I don't know what those listeners are thinking of what Steve Merchant say, but don't believe a word. All right?
Oh, nice. Yeah, classy.
Yeah.
5 minutes past 1 o'clock on XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington.
A retro cut there, Thin Lizzy. Don't believe a word on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant. Bubba-doo-boo. Who's that over there? It's Carly Pilk Boys. You all right, Karl?
Oh, that's clever.
How you doing?
yeah, I'm all right. Yeah.
Yeah. Wallace Chambers, Kings of Leon on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. And England are world champions again then, so...
Oh, it's brilliant.
It was amazing, wasn't
Yeah.
it? See, I'm not a rugby man at all. I never watched rugby. I think the last time, was when we won about 12 years ago, whenever it was. And I got into it last week because I realised we were doing so well. I'll watch England win anything.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't care what... In fact, I wasn't into war when I was little until I realised we were so bloody good at it.
We are really good at it.
It's brilliant. But, yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, it was great.
Right, that's the rugby thing over.
That's
What
dealt
next?
with.
That's it. That's all I've got. That's all I had today.
It does steam me. Sometimes I watch it and it does remind me of when I play rugby because one of them will boot it down the field, then someone will catch it and boot it straight back again.
Yeah.
Which is essentially how we
I was
played
made
rugby
to
at
play
school.
rugby. We had to play rugby,
Yeah.
and I don't think I'd get rid of the ball so quickly.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever got tackled or fell over.
Yeah.
I think I touched the ball about 20 times in the 2 years it was compulsory.
Yeah.
I was terrified.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
same as cricket. I can't. I'm a terrible batsman. I'm all right at bowling, but it seemed like the pastime for people I went to school was to injure you.
Yes.
It was funny to see someone poleaxe. It was funny to see someone get a cricket ball in the head.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know,
I never
so-
relaxed into rugby because the first day I was going to play it, my mum, I swear to God, my mother said, "You're playing rugby today. You got the kit and everything. Enjoy it. Be careful." There was a kid at my school who got who broke his neck. And
cheers, Mum.
yeah, thanks very much for that.
See you later.
So I just went to school absolutely
Man, one thing,
petrified.
broken neck, is that all? Does you get better in a couple of days? Oh,
you can find your wheelchair.
No. Enjoy the game, though.
Yeah, no, it was absolutely petrified. I was just petrified from that day
See,
on.
at least American football, you know,
Got the
helmets.
padding, the helmets.
Yeah, but anyway, well, no injuries, thank God.
Thank goodness.
So,
Well, I tried to play rugby, but it's awkward when you've got glasses. I don't know, there's something about
you didn't really play with glasses on.
Yeah, quite. Well, I couldn't see anything, could I? I couldn't see anything. How else was I going to play?
Oh my God! And
So you're bound to be cautious because inevitably you're a bit more cautious when you've got glass
you were
next
the
to your
tallest
face.
person on the pitch as well.
Yeah.
I mean, you were when you were about 14, you were probably 6 foot already, weren't you?
Yeah.
And everyone else was what, 5'2"?
Yeah.
So you were
Towering above them.
with glasses on.
Just with the glasses on.
And you've got pretty cool glasses now.
Thanks very
You've
much.
had a bit of a makeover. It's like Trinity and Suzanne said,
Yeah.
first thing to go, the glasses.
Sure, sort them out. Yeah,
Yeah. And presumably you used to have those National Health sort of bottle.
pretty much. Yeah.
Is it true? You've never been able to mosh?
I
at a
tried to
concert?
mosh.
Because
Because I've
scared.
always watched people stage dive in, moshing at concerts. I've always thought that looks like brilliant. You know when they ride above
Like a
everyone's
wave,
heads,
like they're surfing
on
across
someone's
yeah,
hands. And so
amazing.
everyone say yeah, and I always wanted to do that because I'm a big rock music fan. And the only time I did mosh was at Rage Against the Machine. I tried to mosh at Rage Against the Machine.
I love the idea of a band called Rage Against the
Yeah.
Machine.
Yeah.
Aimed at a man with glasses who
Yeah.
won't mosh.
Well, it was at the Reading Festival, and I think the lead singer, I forget his name, he went, can I just remind everyone that racism and fascism are on the rise in Europe again. Let's not let it happen.
What did you do?
And we all cheered, obviously. I mean, if there's one thing that guarantees a cheer at Reading Festival, it's down with fascism.
And what did they do about it after the concert?
Pretty much went back and
went home and
took
had a
some
cup of
drugs,
tea.
probably. I don't know what they got up to.
Sure. They didn't go to Europe then and try and stop.
I don't think they got involved politically in Europe. I think they just continued to rage.
Against the Machine.
Yeah,
mainly.
but largely in America, I think.
Sure.
But I tried to mosh, and I got moshing, and glasses flew off. And I remember, because they were playing away, you know, you do what you tell me. And I was just going, careful, I've dropped my glasses. Can we be careful?
Loads of kids in hooded tops.
Yeah, exactly.
Just going mental.
Yeah, and they're all jumping up. So I was can we just calm down for a second?
Let's
until I
not
got
be
them?
silly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was absurd. And I had to kind of, scrabble around on the floor, and thankfully they were okay and they didn't get broken.
So what couldn't you do then?
What do you mean, what couldn't I do?
What at school? Can you not see without glasses?
No.
I mean, it's like that you couldn't do anything.
It's a blur.
Really?
It's a blur, definitely.
God.
Yeah, it's like being kind of punch drunk or whatever. So yeah, you can't play sports when when you've got glasses.
But why not contact lenses? Because they're not strong enough.
No, they seemed a bit fiddly.
Oh, brilliant. Bit of Lou Reed.
Is that what you want?
Yeah, Satellite of Love. Classic. A retro cut. Don't steal our son. Please, lads. Thrills. On XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais. With me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington.
Yeah.
Little Carly Pilkington. Little baldy mank whinging little twat. How are you?
Yeah, all right, yeah.
What are you doing? Happy? Feeling a bit happier today? You look as full of spunk, as they say in America.
Yeah, I'm all right. Just a bit of a miserable day, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
A bit miserable.
Yeah.
Walking in today, right? Do you know I walked through, like, the sort of the gay district of London and that?
Right.
You don't walk, you mince, don't you?
I'm just walking through on the way to work, and I'm always interested in their little shops and stuff that they have, right? Loads of...
Their little shops.
That's don't be ashamed of. If you want to go in and buy something, go in and buy something.
I'm just having a look at, looking in the windows and stuff. little postcard just near the entrance.
Yeah.
That's meant to tease people in, to make people go, that sounds good, I'll nip in. Right? Little postcard. Free butt plugs with every sale.
That's great. How did we get from 5p off milk to free butt plugs with every sale?
Wow.
What's society come to?
Well, it's because we're liberated, Rick.
Yeah.
You know, it's an open
What
society.
did you buy to get them? You didn't buy...
I didn't but what's the purpose?
What, of the poster or of butt plugs?
Butt plugs. Because I really honestly
You
don't...
shove them up your arse, don't you?
Whoa, slow down, bum. Shove them up your bum.
Yeah.
But when? Is that just like when you're doing whatever, doing stuff around the house, or...?
I think it's not to keep things out. Is it like you would use a plug in the sink to keep, the water in the sink?
Oh, if you're not gay. Get that? Oh, yeah. No, I know what you mean, yeah.
I don't know.
No entry.
What is it? I mean, I don't understand what
I
that's
don't know. I assume it either feels good or are they... well, I've got to be careful here. Or are they sort of like breaking it in?
Right, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's like a shoehorn.
Sure.
or
Yeah. It's like when you stick paper in your shoes if they're a bit tight.
Or those people who sort of like put little bits of wood in their lips, and then as soon they've got big plates in their lips.
Yeah.
Same with the butt plug. It means you can, you're ready for anything. I don't know, do I? And look at Carl's face.
Well, if you know what butt plugs are used for, then I'll get in touch. Ricky.Gervais at XFM.co.uk.
What do you think? If there's any...
I can't believe we're already on this subject.
I know.
How is it? It's 1:05 and we're
I was going to say then, if there's any people who use butt plugs, and I was thinking that Karl would have said, well, they're not up yet.
Yeah.
Because they go out late.
No, but
what is it? We're award-winning people. We've written a TV
Not on
show. It's
radio,
highly
though.
respected.
Not on radio. We're rubbish on radio.
I know, but
We've got nothing to lose.
But I always say to you, Steve, that I like educating people and that. Now, the way I see it is I didn't know what they were.
Let's phone to go. Someone might know about butt plugs.
All right, we'll get
No, get them on. Get them on. Ask them.
No, because they might say something dodgy.
Oh!
Yeah, whereas, what have we just been doing?
Just take a chance. Take a chance and tell them not to swear.
Well, you tell them.
Okay.
Right, Steve,
I haven't got my headphones on.
Hello, who's that?
Hold on.
Who, sorry?
Nicholas.
Nicholas, hello, mate. You're not going to swear, are you?
No, I'm not going to.
Keep it clean.
Yeah.
Keep them keen. What were you calling about?
I'm phoning about your plugs.
About, not my plugs, but sure, plugs in general. What, do you know much about them?
No,
Are you a plug user yourself?
No, I'm just thinking if maybe you've got some gay friends and you're spending the night at their place, you might want to use one.
Right. What, you mean experiment with them, or...?
No, so you can make sure they're not going to do anything while you're asleep.
Could I suggest, just lock the door? I mean, that is easier to me.
Can I make a bigger suggestion? That's probably the most homophobic thing we've had said on the show today. Thanks very much for your call. Right, okay, good. Well, that's why we shouldn't put people on the line. Just, without checking first. I think Karl's made a good point. That's the calibre of listener we've got.
Jet, are you going to be my girl on XFM 104.9? I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant. Over there, little roundy bald head of Karl Pilkington. Good news and bad news. Good news is, boys are back in town. We're here for 2 hours.
Hello.
Bad news is, we have no monkey news, gay fella news, or little Chinese fella news.
Really?
We're going to try and, leave that for a week,
Yeah.
and then maybe come back to it.
Yeah. Why do I get the feeling that within 20 minutes we'll be talking about little gay Chinese monkeys?
Karl, think of that.
We have got monkey news.
Have we?
Oh, yeah.
So we've already broken that promise.
Oh, okay. I thought we were going to try and sort of talk about something else. I've just done Jonathan Ross show, and they don't talk about the same things every week. It's weird. It is weird. But, or as Karl says, weird innit?
Yeah.
So, gave this show about 5 plugs.
Nice one.
Yeah. So, I think we'll get upward of 800 people listening.
Oh, double.
For the first 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And then turning back.
They're already switching over.
I'd have thought so, yeah.
I spoke to my friend yesterday. He's a little bit of an odd fella, and he said that for his own amusement, he had an iPod in his car, and he bought a little sort of transmitter, and he could transmit the music from his iPod to sort of just beam it, kind of as he was driving along, to sort of passing cars.
What do you mean?
It's
Make
weird.
their radio play it?
Well, but if they had it in the right frequency, yeah. I mean, pointless, completely pointless, but not dissimilar to this show, I imagine, in terms of the number of listeners.
Yeah, but I was going to say, what's the chances of people having this frequency
Absolutely
on?
pointless.
So it's probably about the same, yeah.
Do you know what it reminds me of? When I was young, I wanted to get into radio. I was excited in radio. When I was sort of in my, I don't know, I was 11 or 12. My friend and I, we got a little mixing deck, and we used to host our own radio show.
Brilliant.
From his bedroom. We didn't have a transmitter, so we'd put some speakers in his front garden, in some bushes, and sort of broadcast it to people who were walking
Again,
by.
probably over the week more listeners than this show.
Almost certainly.
Yeah,
I love the idea. It never happened. But I always was hoping that maybe some girls would just come by and just like sit and listen. These guys are great. I don't know where these sounds are coming from. It seems to be that bush, but
Or Noel Edmonds coming along going, who are these guys?
yeah.
Can you get on my website?
Can they stand in for me when I go on holiday?
Yeah. Yeah.
I did I did sort of pirate radio.
No, go on.
Got into hospital.
Yeah, the normal radio, but you had an eye patch on. Go on.
Dad was in hospital, right? And he was having some operation done, right? And went to see him and didn't have that much to say to him, right? So I was sat there. Well, it's awkward though, isn't it, when someone's ill?
Yeah.
Sure. And you don't know.
Boring, isn't it? Boring.
So I was flicking around on that little radio thing they have.
Yeah.
And I heard, like, they had a radio station in the hospital, so I said, I'm going to go and join this. So I wandered off to go and find it.
Yeah.
Sort of joined that, did a little show on there, thought I can sort of get out to the masses here. My mate made a little transmitter, did a little pirate radio show from the... got kicked out because they found out, and apparently I put the station at risk because all the stuff could have been taken off us.
But from Little Acorn, 16 years later, he's on a show with less listeners.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Can you imagine if you've gone into hospital, you're already pretty depressed, there's the fear of these super bugs in the hospital.
Yeah.
Maybe you've got some quite serious illness, you don't know if you're going to make it. His voice is what you hear to cheer you up.
All right, weird, isn't it?
Speaking of headlines...
Oh, here we
what's going
go.
on in the
Okay,
world?
look, yeah, imagine if Pilkington was on News at 10, okay?
We should just explain, you cannot be bothered to read an entire news story. You get everything you need from a headline, don't you?
Well, I think it's enough. I think if they did...
Well, let's
news-
see if this is enough. Let's see
Right, okay.
if Trevor McDonald just read this on the News at 10, it'd be shorter and you get back to the football, whatever.
Yeah, well, the
Here we go. And here is the news at 2:15 with Karl Pilkington. Bong.
Man who walks backwards around lake falls in.
Bong.
Chinese woman eats dirt.
Bong.
Man lives in rubbish dump for 10 years.
Brilliant. Bong.
Czech family says they've got a rabbit with 3 knobs. Right?
Right.
Done.
Sorry, can you just read a little bit more of the Czech family with 3 knobs?
Just about a family.
Not read it to yourself. Read it out on air.
It's just about...
He can't read it to himself. I tell him to read it to himself. We still hear it.
No, he was, because I could see his lips moving.
Go on.
Just this fella who had 3 rabbits.
Right, just think of this is Trevor McDonald.
Yeah.
Okay, carry on, Karl. Okay, well, here's the news. Right, good, brilliant. Go on.
There's a fella, he's got 3 rabbits and that, and then he checks them out, right?
Yeah.
2 of the rabbits have got 2 knobs each.
Right.
And he goes, that's a bit weird, isn't it?
Sure.
And they're throwing them around, sort of showing them around the family and stuff, saying, look at that, that's weird. Picks up the 3rd one, it's got 3.
Yeah.
So they ate the 2 with 2, because they thought they best keep the 3rd one, because a little bit lucky in that.
Yeah.
It is lucky. 3 knobs there, yeah.
Now here's the sports news, and that's how it would work.
Yeah, okay, brilliant. Well, read about the Chinese woman who eats dirt. I'm interested in that.
Said. That's it. That is the story, then. What more do you need to know? It's
Well,
just
I want to
saying,
know a little bit more. Can you just embellish it?
78-year-old Chinese woman. She says she's 78. Makes you wonder.
Yeah.
With my theory.
Karl's theory is that Chinese people don't age well, and so those Chinese people that are saying they're 112 are really only 33. That's why he doesn't want to be recognised, because he doesn't want to walk out from here into Chinatown.
Yeah.
It just says she's been eating soil for 70 years. She's ate about 10 tons of the stuff, and it's done her no harm. Kept her grounded.
It's probably all right for you, isn't it? Because it passes through, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, they say, don't they, if you're having a kid, let it play in soil and that, because...
Well, that's to get it immune, yeah, to get it, yeah. But lots of, like, things with sort of birds and reptiles sometimes swallow soil and stones because it grinds up stuff, breaks down cellulose for them. Doesn't do you any harm.
All right, then.
One more fact from this book for you, Karl. Apparently, officially, the Second World War is not over. It's not actually over because there's never been an official treaty signed between Germany and Russia. So it's still going on. Interesting or not?
Not as good as the monkey one and
the woman who eats dirt.
And the Peter the Great and that.
Sure.
But, yeah, it is over, isn't it? Isn't it, though? That's what I mean about you annoying me with stuff that you go, oh, that's interesting. I don't think that is interesting.
Okay.
There was, what was it I learnt?
What was it I learned? Think of that as a question.
Well, we're all trying to figure that out.
Yeah, go on.
Leonardo...
DiCaprio?
The painter.
Da Vinci.
Da Vinci. He could write with one hand, draw with the other at the same time.
Right.
Yeah, that's good.
It's all right.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all right.
Well, if you have an interesting fact for Karl Pilkington that you think you might be intrigued by, email ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
What have we got coming up? What have we got coming up?
More education stuff. Some good tunes and that.
Yeah. I saw a programme about a parasite the other night. Yeah. Apparently they get in through your eye and eat their way up through your genitals. Anyway, here's Radiohead. Yeah, exactly. Play a record, Karl.
Stone Roses, yeah?
Oh, Fool's Gold. Classic. Stone Roses, Fool's Gold. XFM, 104.9. Brilliant.
Can't help but notice you've brought some sandwiches in, Rick. What's in there?
Cheese and onion.
Cheese and onion?
Yeah.
Because I've never, ever seen you make sandwiches before. I've seen you take a piece of bread out of a loaf and sort of fold it in half, crumbs everywhere.
Well, Jane made that for me because I was in a bit of a hurry.
I didn't think for a minute that you
Why?
made
Because it looks neat.
Well, they're wrapped in the tin foil. A knife has been used.
As opposed to chewing round the baguette.
Exactly.
Yeah, breaking it in half.
Yeah.
Albert Steptoe. Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah. Nice.
It's great, but the onions are strong.
Are they?
Making my eyes water.
Yeah.
If I can't breathe on you, it'll cure any sort of skin disease you might have. Skin disease. We watched that, Karl, you know, that Karl was raving about that thing about parasites, about worms coming out your brain and that. And I watched
What is this? Is it a TV show?
Yeah, called Body Snatchers.
Right.
And it was pretty fascinating. And, I mean, amazingly shot as well. I mean, it's got to win an award for photography.
Yeah.
And there was one bit that this little girl had been bitten by a mosquito and laid her eggs, and it went to the doctor. She had a lump on her neck, like a boil. And they pulled it out, and it was like a bullet, this maggot.
Oh.
And they put it down, and it was wriggling in her blood, right? But the hole left was sort of aesthetically pleasing. You know, like that feeling you get, like, I once had an ingrown hair, and I quite liked it when I pulled it out. And it's a perfect little hole. And I thought, I wouldn't mind having those as long as they sort of like healed over.
What are you talking about?
I don't know, it's weird, isn't it?
But why would you want a hole in your body?
No, it's got pulling something out, sort of like pulling something out of your body. It's
I
sort
don't
of
know what you're
cleansing,
talking
isn't it? No, but it's sort of like, I don't know what it
This is it. You watch one programme recommended to you by Karl, you've turned into Karl. You want a hole in your body?
No, it was like, you know, like squeezing a really good sort of like spot. I mean, I haven't squeezed spots for ages, and I'd never had spots, but maybe that's it. I didn't have spots.
Right.
And I always thought that'd be nice, squeezing a spot.
I don't know what you're talking about. Why would these things be pleasurable? Why would an ingrowing hair? That's
yeah,
great
it was good.
fun.
That was good, because I got it. It was like a little lump, and I pulled it, and then it pulled out, and it was like left a little...
I know what you mean. Because I get thick hairs and like really...
Oh, when they come out, it's like a bit of wax.
Yeah.
Like putting out a little candle.
And
I love that.
What?
Yeah.
Because I've got not much hair on my head, right? It sort of grows thicker on my face.
No, not true.
Sure, but go on.
Yeah.
No, it does.
Not true, baby. Go on. No evidence for that. Just made it up.
So it grows sort of thicker on my neck and that, and now and again I'll see like something that's like a twig. Right, it's really thick.
Yeah, you feel it, and then you think, oh, I'm going to have that. And then you work at it, and then when you get hold of it, it's brilliant. It's like pulling out, it's fantastic. It's waxy and build up, and it pulls it out, and it stretches your skin, and it leaves a hole.
I've just realised why we talk about Chinese people, monkeys and gays every week.
Right.
Because this is a sort of replacement. This is what we've got if we're not talking about them.
But it was great as well. And there's this parasite, right, that lives in a fish, right? And what it does... it changes the fish's behaviour. Because to breed, it has to get its body temperature up, so it has to get into a bird. Right?
What needs to get into the bird?
The
fish?
parasite. The
parasite needs to get into a bird, right.
So it changes the behaviour of the stickleback, and it makes the stickleback sort of suicidal. So the stickleback doesn't flee when it sees a heron, it gets caught.
Right.
Because this stickleback has changed its behaviour. Karl didn't quite understand this,
I
did
still
you?
don't really get it. I watched it, and you see like the fat fish and that, and you go, oh, It's not well. But I don't understand.
Well, all it does is it has to get into a bird because it has to breed. To lay its eggs, it has to have a raise of body temperature. So a fish is cold-blooded, so it has to get into a bird which is warm-blooded. There's lots of things. There's certain things at that level.
Why is it doing that?
Because it needs the temperature. It needs the heat energy for its reaction. Just like, for example, that's why your balls are on the outside. Because the cells have to be a certain temperature to survive. I don't know if it's the sperm or Sertoli cells, but they have to be a couple of degrees below body temperature. Otherwise, they'd be in a nice cage and we wouldn't get kicked in the nads.
What do you mean?
That's why your testicles are on the outside of your body. They have to be a couple of degrees below body temperature.
Yeah, but that isn't why they're there. You see, this is like the chat we had last week about the giraffe having a long neck.
What do you mean?
They're there because that's where they happen to be. They didn't go, right.
Well, that's what evolution is. It's a selection process. It's not a will. The balls didn't say, look, I'm too hot, let's get us outside, let's get outside of here!
All right, hang on a minute then.
What?
So a little man monkey, right? Theirs are in the same place as ours.
Yeah.
But they're walking around naked, so it could be anywhere. They could be, like, on the back. It doesn't matter where they are.
They call it... Well, they could be on the back, yeah.
So why aren't they?
This is a completely different... Steve!
You started it. I wash my hands of the whole affair.
And we're not only back to balls, but we're back to monkey balls.
Yes.
In one thing from about parasites, we're back to monkey ball news.
Yeah.
How do we get back to chimp testicle news?
All right then. So this worm's in a fish.
Yeah. It's like a little platy helminth. I think it's some sort of.
But what I mean is, why are they about?
What do you mean? They
Why?
evolved.
But why haven't they died out?
Because they're very successful.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah. What do you mean? Yeah. Tell me the brain event that made you say yeah in that 1 second gap.
Because in a way I don't get it, and if I think about it too much, it hurts a bit.
They've just been around for years, Carl.
Yeah.
Like Cliff Richard or something like that.
Yeah. Roll Over DJ by Jet on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. All right, Karl?
Yeah.
Bit miserable today, Karl. Let me explain why.
Go on.
Steve, and to you, the listeners. My ears pierced. It's a bit more of a bigger operation to put them back. So doctors are probably making sure that he's just
Surely
absolutely...
if you've had the top half done, you're not going to go back on what you've said.
But no, what's the top half being done? I could get you breast implants, give you a bit of hormonal treatment.
Now that
you
would be a great idea for next week.
and you could reverse it. What you can't do is grow a knob back.
Well, you can. Last week you were talking about growing one on your arm.
Yeah.
We've done that.
We can, so that is possible. But the thing is, the truth of it is, I think I do know about this story. I think it was a television programme called There's Something About Miriam. The conceit of which was that this pre-op transsexual...
So I guessed that right, yeah.
Was masquerading as a woman.
Right.
And various blokes who didn't realise that this was a man had to
I've heard
try
about
and
this.
seduce her. And when they found out that it was actually a bloke, and a lot of them had kissed her, they refused to let it be shown.
I agree, though. That's just terrible.
Yeah.
That's
it's
deceit.
absurd.
But I mean, that's awful. I hated that. Who's the biggest, most professional person in radio? It's probably Terry Wogan, isn't it? And it was you that said you can't tell what the sentence he's saying because he keeps going up at the end before.
But he
and
never.
after.
There's never any punctuation.
Yeah.
So he'll just segue from one point to the next. So he'll be like, going on my holidays, Friday. We're having a lovely time, says Mrs. Dorothy Sheehan of Westminster. I'm thinking of going to Greece.
And it's halfway. So he's got his knobs, but he's still got the tits. Yeah. Typical. Oh, hello, Paolo. Do you want to come into my club to see?
Yeah, I'd love to go. Britney Spears, I'm a massive fan.
Yeah, well, it doesn't start for a while. It's it's only about 8 o'clock, and you're not going out for hours yet.
No.
8 or 7. But might as well watch a bit of telly. We've got FA Cup final.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one, isn't it? Or we've got the Eurovision Song Contest. What do you want to watch, Paolo?
Oh, blimey. Well, I love all the camp and lame of the Eurovision Song Contest.
Yeah.
But is that David Beckham playing? Because I love him. His hair and his legs.
See what you've done.
You see?
So you will watch the football, but you'll be mainly looking at
the legs and the tight shorts.
So while Beckham's knocking them in,
You'll be...
Exactly, knocking one.
Right, let's...
Do you notice, remember, I never really looked, but when you see old clips of, say, early 80s footballers, the shorts are much tighter, aren't they?
I don't know. I don't
don't really know. I
I don't
wasn't
know.
really looking.
I remember Karl was saying when he went and there was two strippers, a bloke and a woman, and they whipped off their clothes at the same time, and you looked straight at the boys.
Yeah, everybody would. You would have done.
Right.
You do.
You do. You look at his doo-doo. What do you mean? You look at his doo-doo.
No,
What?
I'm just saying, if you were there, you would have done the same. Two people on the stage,
Yeah.
woman and a man,
Yeah.
they were getting the clothes off,
Yeah.
right? The fella took his pants off the same time as the girl took her knickers off.
Yeah. Right.
All I'm saying is it's human nature to have a quick look, have a quick glance, see what's going on.
See what's going on.
And then I wanted to look at the woman, but she put her knickers back on quick.
She didn't live opposite from you, did she?
But just to turn briefly to the shorts question.
Yeah.
It's only because in the 30s and 40s, they were huge shorts, weren't
Yeah.
they? I mean, genuinely massive, like...
Yeah, huge.
A small child could wear them as trousers. They were
I
so
think that's to
baggy.
do with comfort and decency, though, isn't it?
And then, but by the sort of 80s, there was barely any shorts there.
I think that was fashion.
But it's weird that you feel like at some point someone's gone, guys, I mean,
They've
good
gone
game
too
today,
small.
but this is ludicrous.
But that's what happened, isn't it? Because, you know, things get bigger and bigger and bigger, and then they get smaller and smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
And fashion's like flares,
Yeah.
drain pipes,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
heels, flat.
Yeah.
Tall hats, flat hats.
What do you
Yeah?
make of the miniskirt?
Long hair, skinhead. Miniskirt, again, I don't know, I'm sure there's been 10 resurgences of miniskirts since 65, whatever it
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
You know, it's fashion, so the short... you know what? Do you know what I think, Steve? I think the shorts will get smaller again before we die. I think we'll see one more tight little packet of Premiership footballers running round with their offal squeezed like the last chicken in a butcher's window.
Almost protruding.
Wrapped up, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
imagine if they just wore cling film shorts so you could see what was happening there, Karl. Where would you look then? Because you like football, don't you?
We're doing Rockbusters. Oh, I should have done
Go on then.
Knob body has been that lucky before.
Brilliant, all right.
Okay.
Oh, you've got get a lobe of this court case.
Right, okay.
Not bad,
I'm going for
interesting.
knob body. It's been that lucky before.
Right, it's a story about this kid who was born, right?
Was he?
Yeah, he was popped out, like, and the dad and the mum saw the baby, and it was like, oh, that's a good-looking little kid.
Sure.
And they were proud and that. And then...
I don't know, they're surprised that it's a good-looking little kid. It's
Yeah,
theirs.
yeah.
Like, it could have been a frog, and they'd have gone, oh, he's got your eyes.
And then the doctor goes, yeah, it is, but look at that.
What?
He said, it's a boy and hasn't got a knob.
I love the doctor saying that. I love this GP.
Right.
Oh, this midwife saying that. Oh, I love little boy. Yeah, but no knob, baby. Mr. and Mrs. I mean, think.
Right. No, but I'm speeding it up a bit.
All right, come on. So the baby's
Right, so the
born,
baby's like
and
that,
doctor
and
says,
the
"Look,
doctor
baby's
says
got a
that,
knob."
and the woman's like, oh, it's our first as well, and stuff, right? She's really gutted.
She's
What's the second going to be like?
So,
Go ahead.
so the
Just a knob.
doctor says, yeah,
We'll call it Karl. All right, go on.
Right, go on.
so the doctor says, well, I'll leave it with you for a bit, get used to the idea, right?
As opposed to throwing it away.
So he wanders off.
Yeah.
He comes back with a smile on his face, right?
Found the knob.
So the mum and dad are like, what are you smiling about? He said, you're not going to believe this. Baby's just been born. It's got two. Right? You can have one of them. And they did a little operation.
Where did you get this information from?
That's in a book.
What book?
Is it the
a
same
joke
as the book that you carry round with you?
No.
With the woman with 3 legs, the juggler with 9 arms, and the bloke who found shagging a chicken under a rock. Is it in that book?
Weird though, isn't it?
Well, it's not true.
It is true.
What, in the same hospital, there was a baby born without a knob. Luckily, Karl.
It happened.
You swear to God you're not making
The
this up.
not
doctor
making it
came
up,
back
honest to God.
smiling because you don't believe it. There's a baby there with an excess of a knob.
It happened, honestly. I'm not, all these things are not made up, the educating stuff. That's why I do it, isn't it? Teaching you stuff, always teaching you stuff.
All right, if anyone can confirm the baby with no knob,
they're
the
going to
baby with
confirm it
two,
because they're going to go to the same dubious website that Karl got it from.
I always try to be level-headed and reasonable in these situations.
And it's always Guatemala or Mexico. Rodriguez was born without a knob. Luckily, baby next door and was one 2 knobs. What a load of shite. Play a record.
There's still more to come.
Oh,
I'm looking forward to it. Was it Nelly?
Nelly dead.
It nearly died.
It nearly died.
Bones, Radiohead off the Benz album. I mean, might be my favourite album of all time.
You said it before, yeah. I can't say I've ever really got into it. I remember when it came out, it was just so ubiquitous everywhere. I never really bothered listening to it.
I can still listen to it every day. I mean, that might be sad, I don't know. But it's a fantastic album.
Yeah.
On XFM 104.9, just practicing for when we
talk about music.
Talk more about music than maybe monkeys and people born without knobs, baby. Karl, any other thoughts?
Educating Ricky. Actually, can we just clarify what this is? I think a lot of new listeners perhaps aren't familiar with this.
It's when Karl looks on the internet and finds a weird story about, the double knob fun, and tells me about it. And it's usually not true.
Okay.
If it is true, I know it already. Go on then, Karl.
They're not really weird stuff. It's just stuff that's gone on. That's interested me, that's all it's about, and I educate about it.
I should just confirm that we've had a number of emails that say the baby born without a knob and then having one transplanted from a baby that luckily enough had 2 knobs is apparently true.
Right,
listen.
So,
I don't question that you could be born with a deformity and get someone's, fingers, knobs, What I'm saying is, it didn't happen with the doctor goes, I'll leave with it. I don't believe it. That baby's got 2 knobs.
Exactly.
What a coincidence. I bet that little bit of information isn't in there, is it?
Sure.
That he went out the door, I'm going to get a coffee, came back, bloody hell, hold on, there's an extra knob, I found an extra knob. We can put that knob on there. Perfect. Run, Snow Patrol on XFM. Well, big question, where was Karl's knob?
That's what people have been hanging on for.
Yeah, where was it?
well, I can't believe people have been texting in.
Hey, what, guessing where it is?
People saying, is it in the middle? Is it in the left? It cost them 10p. Cost them 10p to find out. Just wait, I'm going to get out the answer. You don't win anything, right? Like, strike it lucky. Right?
Bottom or middle? Right.
It was to the left.
Oh! Yeah.
I went with the right. That's annoying.
See, I thought it would be to the left.
He's got it now.
Go on.
This fella goes to the doctors, right?
Oh, right, okay. Right, if this is in any way apocryphal, stupid, illogical, impossible, right, you are never, ever speaking again on radio. So make sure this is at least possible. I'll tell you what, I'll even give you improbable but possible. So if anything that breaks the laws of the universe or logic, okay, that's all you have to avoid. On you go.
Right, so this fella, right, he goes to the doctors because he's got earache.
Right. Okay, if a chimp's living in his brain... Go on.
So he's got earache, he's sat in the waiting room and his ear's all bunged up and it's hurting a lot and what have you. So the doctor comes out and he goes, right? And because his ear's all bunged up, he doesn't hear it that well, right? So he thinks it must have been me, right? So he wanders in.
Keep going.
I
Anyway,
tell you, I'm going to hate this. I can just feel it in my bones. Steve, I'm going to let you take over. Okay,
let's hear it.
So the doctor says, sit yourself down there, right? So he sits himself down. He goes, right, take your pants off, right? So he's thinking that's a bit odd. Anyway, he heard
that though.
He apparently he took his tackle off. The doctor did some operation.
What, there in the waiting room?
No, in his office.
In his office, yeah. What? Wait. So he removed what? His genitals?
Yeah.
In his office.
Why, Karl? Why, Karl?
Because he hadn't called him in.
Oh, he'd called in the bloke who wanted his testicles taken off, and he didn't do it. What? So the doctor went out and said, Mr. Jones, who's here to whip off your cock and balls just here and now, right? Bloke comes in, didn't it? It must have been me. So the bloke who wanted his balls taken off didn't say, I think he said me. So he didn't interrupt then. So the bloke goes in, he starts taking his testicles off, and he doesn't say, I'm here for me ears. What are you doing with that?
That is a blinding record. And before that, Rick, what do you make of those adverts? They were great, weren't they?
I like them, yeah. I'm going to buy all them products on the way home.
And that's endorsed by Ricky Gervais. He's won awards.
Yeah.
Rick, do you remember this? This was a hilarious moment. No, you'll remember this when you hear it. It was when Karl said something that was basic. Well, I think for a lot of people it sounded like a lot of old bollocks.
Karl's found love on the street before, haven't you?
How's it going with your bird, Karl? Are you married?
No.
How long have you been out with her? Been out with her?
7 years.
Because, I mean, you're quite a simple man.
Yeah.
You're sort of a simple
In a nice way.
ways.
I mean,
Yeah,
you're
in the
like
best
Helen
sense.
from Big Brother.
Yeah,
You're sort of nice enough, but...
But I look normal.
Well, yeah, you sort of do. But you could be one of those that just suddenly go mental with a pen.
Yeah,
do you know
just
what I mean?
stab people through the eyes.
Yeah, you sort of look normal. But if I wouldn't really want to wind you up to a point of frenzy.
How did you meet your girlfriend?
Through work.
What, through her work? What, you phoned up and said...
We worked at the same place.
Oh, you're right.
You're quite an enigma, aren't you? Could you give us more on that?
At work. You met her at work. What, she came in selling sandwiches? She was going through the bins outside. What do you mean you met her
Why
at
are you
work?
having an attack on me? You're the
not
one
having an
who's
attack
sad and lonely.
Oh, he's done you again.
Yeah, but what I thought was interesting was I just scratched at him and he just went mental.
Yeah, no,
It's like a
but-
bear caught in a trap.
It's funny, isn't it? You'll never learn. Karl.
No, I was just interested to find out what the story was because it might be a really romantic story.
Well, it's not.
All right, jeez. I love the fact he doesn't want to talk about his love affair.
I was thinking about you in the week, and like, does it worry you? I mean, you sort of joke about it now, and we're talking about it in the office, you know, like, oh, is Steve really touchy about the way he looks? And
Oh, what's this? Where's that come from?
He's done it again. He's done you again.
I was walking home the other night, and I was thinking about it. And do you worry that when you're old, you will be on your own?
You did start it though, didn't you?
Well, Karl, I'm glad you brought this up. because I mean, for me, you know, a lightweight, frothy entertainment show on XFM on a Saturday afternoon is exactly the place where I want to discuss the desperate, lonely future that's inevitably coming my way.
Oh God! I'll tell you what will cheer you up and forget all that. A bit of